Nick, did you know that this episode is brought to you by Ice Shaker?
I did not.
Ice Shaker is sponsoring a Bro Chat, and they have provided us with a 36 ounce and a 24 ounce ice shakers. Do you have an ice shaker?
I don't. I think I need one.
Dude, why don't you have an ice shaker? Do you know how long you keep stuff cold? It's like 10 hours you keep drinks cold in this thing.
You said that's a 36 ounce there?
Yeah, so this is good for your intra. It's 36
I can use
ounce.
that for my intro. That's very valuable.
Right. And this is good for your pre-workout.
Absolutely.
Ice Shaker also has food bags. Have you seen the food bags yet?
No, please do show.
I'm going to show you the food bags. So right now, these are the shaker bottles. This is a 36 ounce. I just showed you the 24 ounce. They have this little skinny one, which I don't think you could use. But they also have these awesome cooler bags that are waterproof. So, if you spill anything in there, if you put ice in there and stuff, the water won't leak out. So it's like really high quality stuff.
How many meals fit in those?
I don't know. It looks like you could fit like 3 of these, like 3 meals.
That's perfect.
You think you're going to get one?
I am absolutely going to get one.
Well, if you guys want to get one, use code RBP at iceshaker.com and get 20% off your whole order. Nick, use code RBP, get 20% off your order.
I sure will.
Friday we get to work and
so
do the thing,
I think if we get in on Wednesday night, or I don't know what time on Thursday you guys want to go, we get in maybe Thursday morning, but it'd probably be better if we get in Wednesday night. And then we can do. I've never been to Disneyland. Have you been before?
No, we did Universal last year, but not Disneyland. What is it? Is it Disney World or Disneyland?
I have no idea, man.
Disney. Just call it Disney.
Listen, I grew up poor. I don't know about any of that shit. we didn't get to go any of those places.
Oh, I know. I didn't go. I mean, I watched the cartoons. It's about as rich as I was. We could watch Mickey Mouse. We weren't that poor. Like, you know who Mickey Mouse is, right? The thing with
I do.
Okay.
We had a TV. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So we weren't that poor then.
So we go to Disney in Orlando for the day, and then Friday we have to set up the booth and everything for the Orlando Pro. So I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be our first pro show that we're sponsoring. Yeah, no, it's going to be good. So
have you seen the setup? Like what space we've got for the booth? Is it big?
Summer's taking care of a lot of that because she did a lot of the booth setups for Muscle Tech when they did the Olympias and Arnold's. So Summer's like really well versed in how to get the booths all set up and the dimensions and graphics and all that shit. So
I love how we're just like letting the women just organize everything. We'll just turn up. On the day. You guys,
Denise can help organize and Summer can help set things up, and then we'll just show up and do all the manual labor.
So take all the glory. No, because I'm not doing the manual labor. Wait a minute. Manual labor, she told me.
We're not taking the glory. I'm public right now, and I'm saying Summer is going to do the bulk of the booth setup, right? So I'm like, I'm not taking the glory. We'll be there to sign shit.
Be good. I'm looking forward to that. But we got the Aries thing first, right?
We have the Wisconsin thing first. So Madison, Wisconsin. It's SUPS Madison for those people who want to know who live in Wisconsin. SUPS Madison is on June 11th. Me, Ben, Justin will be there. And then we have the Aries thing in New Jersey at Aries Nutrition. We have a hostile event Saturday, and then we have the live podcast on Sunday. So that'll be me, you, Justin, Nick on Saturday. And on Sunday, Guy and Ian will be joining us. And I think Paul
I bet you fucking Guy comes on the Saturday. I guarantee it.
Well,
there's no way he's not going to show up and just try and gate crash shit.
I'll put him in a hostile shirt. It's fine. And then the week after that, so I'm going to come home after New Jersey. I'm not going to come straight to your place.
Okay.
Just because it's too long. I mean, I'll miss my wife and miss my dog. So I decided to come home after New Jersey, and then we have Houston on June 25th. And that's going to be all of us. It's going to be me, you. I'm not sure if Justin's coming to that. Me, you, Nick, Samson, I think just actually the four of us, me, you, Nick, Sampson. And then me and Sampson are coming back to your place after that.
Oh, you are? Okay, Samson's too.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, the offer was open. No one had confirmed anything.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to. I can get him an Airbnb if you want. Or
no, we've got the red house, we've got the RV,
yeah,
and now we've got the boat.
The boat, nice.
Boat.
Yeah,
with a huge sound system on it.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to be doing some boating that week?
Yeah, for sure.
So I asked Mike to come out from Visions Photography. I asked him to come out on the Monday and Tuesday to film content with me, you, and Samson.
Yeah.
And then we're going to leave your place on Wednesday. Right? Fly to Orlando.
Yeah.
And fly to Orlando.
Yeah.
And then it'll be the four of us again in Orlando. So I want to get a group.
That'd be good.
And Justin's actually coming to Orlando as well. So I want to get
nice.
I want to get some group shots in Orlando. Let's see if
is it just Samson or is Marlena here as well?
I think Samson's coming by himself. Look at this clean shaven motherfucker.
Wow.
Hi, guy.
Guy put on 20 pounds on his face.
No? We're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're late. We've been recording for 6 minutes.
I thought there was 5. I got on here. It's 105 here. Actually, 104. It's still 105. So I got on here.
This is the least late you've ever been.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No, we were just discussing all the events we got coming up. Because
you're not involved in. Don't worry about it.
Well, you're involved in the Aries one, but yeah, we got it. Are you going to the Orlando Pro or no?
When is it?
July 2nd.
July 2nd. No, the 4th is a weekend.
No, the 4th is a Monday, right?
No, the 4th is a Monday, I think.
Oh, I'm thinking June. July
2nd is the Orlando Pro.
I might be able to actually.
I think it's called the UBU Expo now, so I think they changed the name. But
it's the Europa. It's definitely the Europa.
What's that, Ben?
I know it's the Europa. It's the Europa. Everyone knows it's the Europa.
I know, but I think they changed it to UBU or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I can go there because that's what Ian's doing, right?
I don't think Ian's going to do it, but I think we're all going to be down there.
Oh.
Because like all the hostile guys are going to be down there. And then Ian's probably going to come because he doesn't live far from there. And so if you come down, you can all fucking have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm trying to get out to Portugal, like straight from Orlando.
Portugal?
Because it's I got, my client Dean.
Yeah.
The good guy. So he's doing a Portugal show, so I'm going to try and get there. But I need my green card because that's fucking everything.
Yeah, how are you going to go to Portugal? You won't be able to get back.
If I get my green card, I will. We're chasing the US government right now, but
yeah,
because they approved it 5 months ago.
Actually, if you get your green card, I wanted to do a Canadian tour with you and Samson and maybe Nick, but Nick doesn't like to travel that much. So maybe Nick, if it's after the Olympia, but you and Samson, no.
Oh, I'm down for that. Isn't Canada like a big fucking place to tour though?
Yes.
Like
we're not going to tour. We're not going to tour all of Canada.
All of Canada. I'll see you back.
Let's get a tour. Let's get a tour bus and just drive around.
Kiss Donnie's like you're going away for war, bro.
I actually want to do that. I was looking at Sprinter vans, like the one that Gasp has. But the ones I was looking at actually have like a bed and a kitchen and stuff. I was like, oh, that'd be fun.
So for let's say 4 of us in one of those in a kitchen trying to cook your meals. Are you fucking crazy?
Okay, well we'd have to get maybe.
Fouad wants a bed so he can just sleep the whole fucking time and somebody else could drive.
No, man, I like driving. I'd be driving the whole time.
No. You in a Sprinter bus with we'll be fucking rattled in the back there. You driving?
His Sprinter van got smashed by a fucking tire when we were driving to the Arnold. Remember?
Really?
MJ's van.
But how fun was that though? Seriously.
How fun was it driving 17 hours in a van?
Yeah, that doesn't sound great when you say it like that.
I guarantee
listen, it's like, how was your first class flight that was 17 hours? You're like, I mean, it was first class. Yeah,
but it's the camaraderie of going with people. Like, you know what I mean? Like if they
all sleep. They're all current bodybuilders sleep. That's all they can't.
You don't think if we had, you don't think if we had, okay, not a Sprinter van, but let's say we had like a decent sized RV.
Okay.
You don't think the three of us plus like, you know, the other guys, we could have like a fucking really good time.
Yeah, it would be a blast, but I think half of them would fall asleep within an hour and then be out the whole day.
Like Keon is
Keon and Martin, the whole fucking thing were like this.
Unless they're eating or training, they're sleeping. Those boys, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like it would have been fun if I like cared more and fucked with them when they were sleeping more than I did, but I could only film them so many times sleeping.
You guys are crushing my dreams right now. I have a dream to get an RBP bus or like something and fucking have us all drive around.
You just pull up. Go ahead, Ben.
I think he just wants his face on the side of a big.
No, I want to put my face on it.
You know what it'll be?
That's my fucking van. See that van? That's my fucking van.
He'll be doing that eyebrow, the rock thing, thinking he's fucking badass on the side of a fucking.
That'll be on the side of his van holding fucking what?
Hostility.
Yeah.
No, listen, I really enjoy fucking friend time, man. It's like we all live separate, right? So I have Paul here. So me and Paul have a good time, but like, you know, I enjoy when we all get together because it doesn't happen that often. So
we should do like, instead of a food truck that pulls up and like parks outside places, we should just do like an RBP van and just pull up and do podcasts at random fucking places and just have people pay for the fucking for us.
Look at Paul's got set up already now. Paul's learning.
I'm good.
Hey,
Yeah, sorry, I'm late.
There's no more
Those
technical difficulties.
Do I got a good view here?
Yeah.
Those might be the cutest headphones I've ever seen.
I can hear you. This so crisp, guy. I can hear every detail now. Can you guys hear me better on this too?
You're like you're playing Call of Duty.
This is the retired podcast.
Oh, Ben, yeah, you're retired now, eh?
Yeah, we're all retired now.
Welcome to the group.
Yeah, welcome to the fucking gang.
Who trains the hardest out of the retired group?
I'll smoke every one of you right now.
Yeah, not me.
You won't. Actually, I think Guy is probably, no, I can't even say that. I was going to say Guy's probably the strongest out of the group, but Ben's probably still at squats you.
Yeah, I haven't gone over 5.
Yeah, Ben's still got a good squat. He hasn't lost it yet.
Ben's also 2.
My squat.
Hey, don't start throwing that around.
I was 250. I was 259 on Saturday morning when we went away for the weekend. I came back.
I came back from Sweden. I was 213 this morning. I was 202.
Whoa!
Wow.
You look slimmer in the face.
Paul, I'll kill you.
It's because he shaved his fucking beard.
Well,
That's what.
I realize that, but also he looks a little bit more drawn in.
I had a meal last night too. Big meal.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Pizza, ice cream.
You see that sodium.
Yeah.
The standard cheat.
But I was outside for 7. So Sundays I normally intermittent fast, and I haven't been because I haven't been eating like any shit. Like I'm just straight dieting. And then I was outside. Yesterday I woke up and I just went right outside in the morning, and I was outside till 7 at night, and I didn't stop fucking one time.
Wait, Guy, before we get to your lawn, I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Fucking Alan Titchmarsh over here.
What were you gonna say?
You guys don't know who Alan Titchmarsh is, do you?
No.
He's like the British people know who fucking Alan Titchmarsh is. This little cunt here.
What do you think I was gonna say, Guy?
I don't know. I saw him about the lawn, so I was like, "Great, here we go."
I'm gonna say something about the lawn, but I want to ask you something first. Are you taking the most gear out of everybody here?
No.
Yeah, you are. Actually, Paul probably is.
I'm taking the least.
I'm 202. What do you think I'm taking?
I think
what did you say? What did you weigh at the Olympia? Because you weren't that much different in weight.
Yeah, but I'm saying for not dieting for a show, I shouldn't be. It's like,
I think you're taking a minimum of 1 shot of test.
What's 1 shot?
He's probably doing 250 milligrams of test
a week.
Yeah, he's probably also doing minimum 2 to 3 IUs of GH a day. And he's probably taking either Mastron or Anavar with his test.
No.
But the GH in the test, yeah.
Anadrol.
Anadrol.
Halo.
Do I look like
Anadrol doesn't count according to Fouad. It's fine. Just add it in.
Anadrol is a free drug. Anybody
don't count.
I was taking 200 mg. I was taking a half cc twice a week. 3 weeks ago, I increased it to 1 cc twice a week. I added in 1 cc of Primo twice a week and 2 IUs of growth. That's it.
That's good. That's not
How much-
harmful at all.
How much test a week, guy?
400.
I think that's good.
This is the thing. 200.
400 is a cycle.
I know that's on TRT.
No. I'm not.
Italians can handle more.
That's
I
way
didn't
above
say I'm like, whoa.
TRT.
That's what Paul does. That's what
Hold
Paul
on.
says to me.
Hold on.
I'm at 300.
Hold on. I did not say I was on TRT. I said I was on TRT a half a cc twice a week up until 3 weeks ago. Is
I
what I
know,
said.
and then you bumped it up.
Yeah. You want to know why I didn't?
Listen, you don't have to explain to me. It's
No,
okay.
I'm going to tell you why. The 200 makes the test.
Yeah.
Like I felt fine, but I looked like overly flat to where like my muscles almost looked like they were dead.
It's not enough.
And
300 is
That's
good.
where I'm at right now.
my
That's where I'm
doctor
at.
on my blood panel, my test was 694. My doctor goes, "That's actually I don't like it." He goes, "You should be higher."
Okay, so
My test is like 98.
Whoa.
I don't know what measurement you guys are in, but my test, I did my blood work last,
Nanograms per deciliter.
so I don't know how the conversion, Ben, maybe you can do it for me. My test last blood work, which was last week, was test 2.7.
What?
My free testosterone was 90.
What should it be? Like what's optimal?
The low end of normal for free testosterone is 196. I'm at 90.
What's high end? Fouad, like 600?
636 is the high end of normal.
I was like 1,000 last time.
Paul's like on a full cycle for 35 years.
You boys are all like super physiological, like with your test.
I retain it well. I retain my test very well.
Paul's hilarious. When me and Paul talk about TRT, he's like, "What? 400's TRT?" I'm like, "No, it's not."
No, I brought it down. I'm like
200,
300.
200 and lower is usually TRT.
But you know, I feel good at 300, and my blood panels come back pretty good.
Ben, can you answer this question? Maybe does your TRT depend on your size? Because I have a friend who does. You know, I shouldn't have said his name, but
Oh, man.
it doesn't matter.
I edit it.
His TRT is 0.75 every other week.
Which is what, like three quarters
Well, what's
of
that
a,
dosage?
Three quarters of a shot.
every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but what's the shot though? Is it
100 mil? No, it's
100.
100. No, it's 100 milligram from the doctor. So he's taking.
It could be
75
200.
So he's taking 75 milligrams every 2 weeks.
Wow.
And the doctor
Okay.
does it for him. So I'm like,
Yeah.
As far look, I might be wrong. As far as I'm aware, it has nothing to do with body size.
yeah.
It has to do with what your body does with testosterone.
So what it's currently producing.
And how much exogenous it needs to keep it within that set parameter. That
I see.
doctor's trying to
Yeah,
achieve.
Hey, Ben. Hey, Ben.
Everybody- like
My doctor told me that what he likes to focus on is your testosterone to estrogen ratio. And he's
Yeah.
like, if it's in a healthy balance, if it's in a healthy ratio, then he's okay with your testosterone being a little bit higher than it should be.
well, estrogen is okay. Yeah, there's a fine balance between like having enough testosterone and then balancing the estrogen with it. Because if you have your estrogen too low, like estrogen or like estradiol is cardioprotective, right? And it comes with a number of different benefits that you want to keep. And if you're either using too much of an AI or you're not using enough testosterone where E2 is too low, you're actually going to get more negative health benefit or negative health kind of
Effects.
side effects
Yeah.
by having your estrogen so low. So a lot of doctors will use testosterone to pull that E2 up with it in their TRT dosing, rather than using a very high dose and then bringing the AI to bring it down. You would just use testosterone to pull that ratio. But
Now
if
you
you're,
just,
if
So
you're-
that's what I'm doing.
I knew it. Now you just gave Paul another reason why he should be doing 400
So,
million. See,
so you said, so I should
See?
bump it up a little
Ben
bit.
says I should do 500.
no, like it does matter. So I'm no doctor, obviously, and I would never try to challenge them. But in my eyes, I would always prioritize or try to put testosterone in the right range first, and then try to bring the E2 ratio in line with it, however that might be. But
So, Guy, I have a question for Guy. So sorry, how much test a week are you doing now? 4?
Or yeah,
And then you said a shot of Primo or 2?
I do 200.
200. And then you said one other thing. DGH was like 2
Who I
IUs.
use, yeah.
Okay, so that's not TRT, but you're like, but you feel better. So you're just like, you want to feel better in the gym, and you don't think it's harming you.
Yeah,
It's not
like,
really.
like
It's not
I
really like a bad cycle. So you feel okay doing that.
yeah, like I don't feel like I'll never go over that, first of all. So, and then when I come down, I'm going to do a half a cc twice a week. And I did that for months on end. And I just did, I lost the muscle that I wanted to lose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I don't want to lose anymore. And I know with my appetite mixed with how I train, mixed with not taking anything, I'll end up being 180.
I think that's kind of what I'm doing now, Guy. I think that's why I keep skipping my shots, because I'm like, I'm trying to get smaller. So I'm like, I'm trying to like, but it's also, I shouldn't be, because my doctor's like, look, it's unhealthy for you to be at fucking 90.
Yeah.
So you need to get that back up into the normal range. But I think I'm in my head, I'm doing what you did. I'm like, I just go off for a little while. Once I get to a number I'm comfortable with, I'll start doing my like once a week.
Yeah. And Primo, I mean, a lot of the people that I've talked to and doctors, Primo really doesn't negatively affect your blood panel if you take it like in an efficacious dosage to where like you're not fucking going too high. And a lot of people like to blast Primo higher than test, but I feel like if I just take 100 with each of my shots, like I feel perfectly fine.
Yeah, so it's almost like you're just trying to get a little bump with your training. You're not trying to like get huge.
I just want to look a little fuller and rounder. That's it.
Well, me and Paul have talked about this before. There's like a dramatic difference. Like, I mean, me and Ben have talked about it too. It's like a dramatic difference in your training when you're fucking way like completely off versus just having, but listen, like just like Guy, it's like this. It's like there's completely off, and then there's TRT, and then there's like a really small cycle, and then there's like blasting full.
Yeah.
And they're all like different in the gym to me. And I've done all of them. Well, I haven't done like a true TRT yet, but I've done the other three, and they all feel very, very different. And being completely off feels like shit in the gym.
Yeah.
I did like a wrap up for the New York Pro, and I was talking to Aceto because they were asking about Justin, and I go, Justin, whatever it was, this has nothing to do with Justin, but the point you just made is that back in 2000, and because we were talking about Justin let go of AJ Sims and if it was a good move or a bad move. And what I said, I let go of a coach years ago, back in 2013, because it was like I did 6 shows in a row, right? And I couldn't fucking nail it. It was 1, 2, I was getting fucking 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, like, and it just was not peaking, could not peak. And I'm like, I got to figure something out. So I got my blood work done, and my test levels were like 300.
Yeah.
And I was running like 750 sus.
Yeah.
So my gear was bad. And when your gear's not good, I couldn't peak and be full and round. Like even with eating all that food, taking the other drugs, with having fake bullshit tests, affected my whole entire look.
Yeah, of course.
So I have that little bump of tests. It's just like, I feel fine, but I don't like how I look. And it doesn't matter what I eat or how hard I train. It just looks like it's just like flat.
When you're on lower than 4.
When I was on 2, I felt completely fine. Sex drive was fine. Yeah. Like everything was fine. But the way I looked in the mirror, I did not like.
You didn't like the way you looked.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm there. That's where I'm at, right? Everything is like there. I hate it, but I have, like, for me, I had to retire from a health standpoint. So for me, I'm having to sacrifice the muscle I do have and just keep with it. I'm not trying to get back on and keep fullness and everything. But you're right that, like, I've noticed here and here, like, my shoulders have just fucking disappeared.
It just deflates.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
You used to have this like
really
my
good
arm. Yeah,
my arm is just like flat. There's no roundness, and then my shoulder is like there's no like what the fuck is that? Like I just train chest and shoulders, and I'm like this. And you'll be doing a set, and I have like no strength. I have strength for the first 4 reps, like I used to, right? So I'll be like there, but I have no connection. Like I can't feel it. I can push it, but then nothing's happening.
But I want to make one point.
I can't wait to see the fucking timestamps on this fucking old fucks, disasters, hurt shoulders.
No, I just want to make. I want to make one point before we go on. So for those people watching who are like, see, gear does everything. It's very different being from like on to going all the way off. So there's like a transition period where you're like, you can't really, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, you can't be on for a number of years and then just stop and expect your performance to even be close to where it was. There's going to be a period of like
a drop off.
Yeah, it just drops, and then you have to kind of build that back up.
I tell you one thing, or I'll tell you a couple of things. So outside of the gym, phenomenal. feels
Yeah,
best
oh,
to
yeah.
felt.
Yeah.
Like I can scratch here. Like, what
Yeah,
the
I can
fuck?
clean my back. Look, I can clean my back.
Like, this shit, right? I am a fucking gymnast in the bedroom now. Like I'm fucking like, you stay there. I'm doing this. Like
I'm still lazy in the
I
bed.
got some fucking moves back in the bed. No.
What kind of moves?
I got
limber.
bad shoulders, Fouad. So
How many moves can you have?
Yeah, Ben.
There's plenty. My whole repertoire from my 20s has come back. I'm like, this is what I remember. So that feels great. In the gym sucks dick.
Yeah.
But just going back to what Guy said, actually, in the last like 3 or 4 years since I've been coaching more American Canadian, I've never seen so much junk gear in my life.
Oh yeah.
This shit, yeah.
In England, I'm like, I'll be coaching a client. I'll be like, cool, just take X, Y, Z. I'm like, let me see your blood work. And I'm like, yeah, it all makes sense. Then like Guy said, I'm like, hey, you're running like 500 tests. Let me blood work. I'm like, how do you have like, your test is like 200 and your free test is like, I'm like, how is that? And they're like, oh, trust me, bro, my gear is legit. And I'm like, trust me, it's fucking
You're like, it's not possible.
And then, and then they change sources and then they're like, bro.
You know, the
Like,
problem
yeah,
is everyone's like, oh, my test cost me $40 a bottle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder
Yeah.
why.
Oh shit, you know, in England, the test is like $15 for a bottle of real stuff.
Really? Europe's always been that way, hasn't it? You can always get better stuff in Europe.
Not Europe, England.
Oh,
England, there's certain countries, but it's not. Europe's laws are different, varies. Like I've got clients in Denmark and Sweden. Fuck me, it's like hyper illegal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you cannot like source it. There's a nightmare. In England, it's only, and again, I'm not gonna quote legislation, but my understanding of it is it's only illegal to sell it.
Yeah.
It's legal to buy, own, use, etc. But you cannot be seen to be selling it. Outside of that, you're good to go.
That's the way it is here, isn't it?
Just
Is that the way it is here? You can legally possess it.
In
But
Canada?
you can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
as long as you have personal use. You can't have like a crazy amount of it.
Right. Yeah.
what I find is when those countries that have that, the standard of the underground is much higher.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, the underground labs, you're injecting like mercury into you.
Is it because they import a lot of their stuff from like China or wherever?
I just think the legality and where it's so illegal, there's not enough. There's no standard. There's no quality.
Yeah. Hey, Fouad, you're talking about earlier, like regular TRT dose, where it's like half a cc every 2 weeks, whatever. For some people,
I'm just saying that's
you've
one.
never done, Paul.
No, I've never done that. No. I don't want to turn into a girl guy. But I know some guys, who are like my age, who got on testosterone from their doctors in the last couple of years, and that's the kind of dose they were given.
Yeah.
And they get frustrated in the gym because they're not seeing any gains at all. They're older.
Because you're not supposed to see gains on 0.75 every 2 weeks.
But my point being, some of these guys I know, they've upped the dose on their own a little bit without their doctor's consent, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they love training.
Of course
they love training again.
Yeah, but you're saying something completely obvious. You're like they were taking a little and they didn't like it. Then they took a lot and they loved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Say it again out loud, Paul.
I just want to get that in there.
Yeah, but I mean that's obvious, right? Like I just said that. I'm like, training now does not feel as good as when you're fucking on some juice or a lot of juice.
But also, you could argue that even though you may be putting yourself in a little bit of your blood panels, maybe not as healthy as they should be because you got a little bit more test. You're training and you're eating. You're motivated to do so now. So you're doing other things that are good for you.
That's not a good lesson, Paul.
I'm not
That's
saying
the meat. That's the meathead approach.
I said
Okay,
you could argue that. I didn't
Okay,
say
wait a second. I'm not saying everybody should be natural. I love taking gear. I'm not saying that. But no, I do. I don't give a shit.
We all love taking.
What I'm trying to say is, Paul, don't justify it by saying, if your blood panel gets fucked up a little bit, it's okay as long as your training feels good.
Well, you're eating better. You're eating better though. At least you're not getting fat.
Oh, so like if you're not eating shitty food, it's okay to take juice. That's what you're saying.
You'll avoid other issues.
No matter how good you're eating, or no matter how good your training feels, the juice is going to affect you in some way. So just get your blood work done. That's all we're saying. I'm not saying be natural.
That's what I mean. Look, if I could justify staying on a low dose test and still train the way I wanted to, then sure I would. But with my set of circumstances and the kidney issues that I have, I just can't play with the numbers that you guys are playing with. Like, look, if I'd have retired because it was my time and it made sense, I'd have happily pulled back, but stayed on like a 400 mgs of test and stayed pretty like around the 270 and strong.
Yeah.
But for me, I have to be down to 230, 240, 220 for my body to be able to operate and regulate itself long term. I might get away with it for 10 years, but in my head, I'm now thinking 40 years time, and
that's what I'm saying. That's why I think I'm going to end up doing what Guy did. I'm probably going to get to a certain size that I'm comfortable with. And then maybe not 400, but I'll probably put in like a couple hundred a week. Just so
I only did this because like I got to like 200 pounds and I'm like, all right, like I
don't want to be any smaller.
Yeah. I'm like this.
What was your peak? What was your peak off-season weight? Because 200 is not crazy low for you.
200. I haven't been 200 in this off season. Well, 200, bro. I used to
get. What's your peak off season?
The heaviest you ever got?
242.
Oh, okay, so 42 pounds.
Yeah, he's down quite a bit of size.
Yeah.
I mean, look, as long as you're like Paul. I mean, Paul's a good example of this. As long as your blood work is good, then I don't know. To me,
my blood work was. My doctor said my blood work wasn't some of the best he's seen as a bodybuilder. He goes, it was some of the best blood panel he's ever seen.
Yeah, then fucking that's all that matters. I mean, as long as you feel good and you're
all the weight comes down, you stop taking the certain drugs. Like I never had a blood pressure issue. Like my issue was always like, the test, the kidneys, the liver, my stuff. As soon as I came off, it's like perfect.
That's interesting. I was talking to
my kidney and livers were never really out of control. They were just always slightly elevated because shit you're on.
Yeah. It's interesting you said that because I was talking to Chris Tuttle about on Telegram. We were talking about blood pressure. And if I could go off my blood pressure medication, and Chris said that he had talked to his dad, who's a physician, and said that if I consistently have readings that are below normal, then I should talk to my doctor about lowering my dose of blood pressure medication and eventually getting off. Because what I noticed is, since I started running, every time I get up, I get lightheaded. And that's like a sign of like lower blood pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think maybe the running has lowered my blood pressure, and then I also still take my blood pressure medication.
So you may not need it now.
I think the two combined might be too much. Well, I probably still need it, but maybe I need a lower dose. So I got to talk to my doctor about that.
Yeah, taper.
But,
you ran outside
yet? Sorry, Ben. No, I'm scared to run outside.
Why?
It's 10 times harder.
He's gonna look retarded. That's fine.
No, it's not because I'm gonna look retarded. I don't look like you when you run. Fuck you.
Well, I got better for what I ran this weekend in Calgary.
You ran in Calgary.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did. I promise. On a treadmill.
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say you're right. Like I bought a road bike.
Yeah.
And I've been doing cardio indoors on a indoor spin bike in my bedroom. So I bought an outdoor road bike. I've used it every day. I've done I do quite big rides on it. It's so much fucking harder outside just to balance
and going uphill.
Right, and the hills are a motherfucker. Yeah, it's a bitch. But I took the first day. I got halfway around. I did 20 kilometer ride out. Right, I did a big loop.
Yeah.
I got about 8K round, and I was still hill. So fuck it, I'm gonna stand up and. So I went to sit back down. The pole only went, the seat had come off.
Oh,
like the guy that sat on the bar stool and just slipped down.
So the fucking seat came off. I'm like, why the fuck does that? So I had to jump off. I'm like, shit, the seat, and I'm 10 kilometers out. So I got even so I don't know what to do. So I had to balance the seat on and then sit on it to keep it on the pole.
If Nick was
running, I couldn't stop.
Would have got a boner.
And then, but then so then I'm riding. I'm having to go uphill, but I can't stand up. I can't do anything because the whole time the seat is just doing this on me, right? As I'm riding.
Yeah.
Fucking worst 10K back. I'm exhausted by this point as well. I'm like, fuck, this is hard.
I don't know how you ride. Every time I ride a bike, I get fucking total numbness in my ball sack.
You got to get a good seat for it.
I can't ride a bike. Even if I ride I can ride a recumbent bike, right? But at the gym, when I'm riding on a real bike, on the upright bike, my fucking Chota is like
Gooch.
fucking.
Yep.
Your gooch gets.
My gooch is fucked.
It'll go numb sometimes.
I
Yeah,
know.
you gotta
what are you
buy it. You
laughing
gotta
at,
buy
guy?
So fucking old, it's ridiculous.
No, it's not this. I'm talking about when I was younger. No, even when I was like, even when I was like
it.
25, like I would try and do the
I do
bike.
get it.
I would try and do the bike. I can't.
I go like first 10 minutes and I can feel it, and then it goes numb. I'm like, okay, now I can't feel it.
It's probably
Fuck
not
that.
good.
So Paul, you're running now.
Well, I started running with you, Fouad.
Are you going to run the marathon with me? The half marathon?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
I'm thinking about it now. I'm starting to like it a bit more. I got to get better shoes still, though.
Yeah,
I
what,
like-
my shins really hurt.
Did you get your shoes fitted, or did you just order them online, Fouad?
No, I went to the place and it's not like they fitted me personally, but they told me I had a wider foot. Like they measured my foot and they just offered me two different kinds. They said, get these ones. They were like a New Balance super wide or like
Where'd you
the Brook. I went to the running factory. They,
Okay.
For fat fucks.
yeah,
Like,
no, I
you
didn't get
fat
those.
person
I didn't get
shoes.
those ones. I got the
Well, they
I got
have fat people
I got
shoes.
the regular wide. I got the regular wide.
Yeah,
So-
you need a wide fit shoe. That means you're a fat cunt.
No, I didn't get. There's the super fat cunt, and there's like just the fat cunt. I got just the fat cunt.
Fouad was probably like, "Hey, you guys do embroidery? Can you put hostile on there?"
No, I didn't. But no, today I did 35 minutes straight, man. I'm like,
Straight.
it's getting serious.
You're way ahead of me.
I know you're not going to do it. I'm
I was
positive.
like, "I ran. How much?"
I've been traveling a lot lately, so I've been, it's
This
been
guy's got an
getting
excuse every
interrupted.
fucking time. There's no way you're going to do a half marathon.
Oh, you don't think so? If I do it, do I get exempt from the nipple piercing?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to get my nipples pierced.
I think
Hey,
we
don't
should-
make a bet you don't want to fucking keep you.
Yeah,
pussy.
but guy,
I
that's
did-
a lot of training. I think we should take that.
I think that's a worthy trade-off.
This is what I think we should do. We should allow him to make the trade, and if he doesn't do it the day after the marathon, he's got to go get the piercing,
Okay.
I got a better one.
or he's got to get his dick pierced.
No,
He has to do
no,
it.
no,
He,
Oh, there's got to
no.
be something you can film and we can watch.
wait, no, he has to. Wait, you can't just do the half marathon. It has to be competitive. He has to beat Fouad.
Yeah.
No. He's been
Yeah.
training for an extra month.
No, it's been 3 weeks. I've been training. It's a fucking
It's a month.
talking about. And I
It's in
outweigh you.
October.
And
You've
I'm
still got
30. And I'm
time.
30 pounds heavier than you.
That makes a big difference.
I don't want to make it to a race. I'll be happy just finishing the goddamn thing. I don't want to make it to a race now. I
No,
got
because you can walk. All right, okay. You have to finish the race, but you can't fucking walk at any point.
Okay. Okay.
There's a
I'll
dog
take
the
that
whole
bet.
time.
Yeah. All right. I'll take
You
that.
can't walk. Walking is like
Okay.
You can walk the whole thing.
And
in
it's got to
5
be on a
hours.
Okay.
GoPro, and the whole thing's got to be filmed.
I'll wear
so
a
you can watch-
GoPro. I'll wear a
you can
GoPro
watch-
and I'll
You
follow.
can watch
wear a
every
GoPro and I'll follow
fucking
Fouad.
stride you take.
Okay. All right. I'll agree to that.
Okay. So now we got to wait till October to get this guy's fucking nipple
Good, because it
pierced.
gets me past
Paul,
pool season.
I got a question, Paul. You
Oh
actually
no!
gonna
Wait a
train-
minute. This isn't good. This is no good
Why?
because he's trying to get past pool season without getting his nipple pierced because he knows he can keep his clothes on in the wintertime. We got to do it
Yeah, but he has to
now.
keep it for a full year. No, he has to keep it for a full year. So next time he's
Full year. It was.
Oh,
30
you don't
days.
just get it pierced. No, you get it pierced and then take it out straight away. It doesn't count. You have
It
to
was
live with it.
30 days isn't taking it right out. That's a full month.
I know. But
It
we should
was.
do-
That 30 days expired a long fucking time
Yeah.
ago. Paul.
Yeah.
You need
You don't get to add
to.
11 more months onto it.
If you get a nipple piercing, you need to go to the beach or on vacation with those nipple piercings.
Yeah.
At least one time.
You have
my
to.
kids.
You
You
have
get
to
back
expose
whatever-
it. Yeah.
With my
Yeah.
kids too.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Daddy, what are those?
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy made a bad bet.
It's a life lesson. It's a life lesson, kids. Don't make stupid fucking bets.
Yes. Be like, learn from dad. Learn from dad. Don't take bets you don't win.
Yeah. 'cause
Okay,
that's-
so
this
if
isn't this isn't a good bet for him because he'll
if I do
lose.
the marathon-
He'll lose the marathon or not do it on purpose. He doesn't care.
No.
Look at his pierced and he'll be covered all winter long.
So if I do the marathon, no piercings. Do I got it?
No, because I don't like this. Because then even if you don't do it, you get it pierced. No one's going to see it in fucking November.
You have to film it.
Okay.
No,
Right.
no. I
I
mean,
say-
I want you to have your nipples pierced during the summer, so that when you're swimming and shit, they're out all the time.
I say
Or
you
how about-
right now, you mobile phone it, jump in whatever fucking car it is you drive, and head to the local tattoo piercing shop right now so we can watch it getting done.
I'm babysitting right now. I can't. I
Don't
got
use it.
I'll
You
take
don't
him.
use
yeah, I swear to God, my wife's not home
I
right now.
promise I will take him this week. I promise.
Yeah, he'll make me.
I'll promise I'll take him this week. I'll find a place. And I
Well,
will
wait.
take
I
him.
thought we're making the bet that if I run the marathon, I don't got to do it. What happened? What's
You
Why
should
is it-
want to.
we got a show next week, Fouad. I get
If
me
you,
pierced nipples bleeding through my shirt on our show.
if you no, I tell you what, how about this? You get to take them out once you've done the marathon. The marathon is like the
perfect
end point.
No, that's October. That's another 5 months away.
Wait,
Yeah, but you should have got it done.
Fouad,
When was the bet?
he's got to
due?
get his nipples pierced, and at your show, he's going to take his shirt off on stage and show everybody.
No way. No.
Then you can
fucking way.
take him out after that right away. If you show everybody on stage.
I'm
Done.
only gonna have him in for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, and then you could show the whole audience.
If you
your
show
nipples.
the
I lost
audience-
to that.
Okay,
you got your
so
nipples pierced, you can
do I-
take him out.
okay, but how like
And
do I
your
just got a
kids.
flash?
And
Or
your
like how
kids.
do I sorry?
You got to take your shirt off and go like this, and just show everybody your
Yeah.
nipples.
I gotta take my shirt right off.
Well, you got to open up your shirt like this and go,
Yeah.
I got my nipples pierced.
You gotta do a full. You gotta do the full Monty. You gotta do the whole banana.
And then if
So just
everybody
open it
sees it, if everybody sees it and Ahmad will catch it on camera, you can take him out the next day.
Does it gotta be on stage?
Yes.
This is gonna be live. This is a live feed for the show too.
I know.
Brad, you wanted more?
You'll sell more tickets, Paul.
Paul, you wanted more exposure, Paul. Here it is.
Not that kind of
You
exposure.
wanted to find a way to make more money. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
You
sell.
might
extra
get
tickets.
like nipple gigs.
People get a nipple modeling gig.
Mhm.
Fuck. All right. Guy, I wanted to ask you about your lawn. So on Telegram, Guy shows us his lawn every day, which I'm extremely jealous of because I thought I didn't want a lawn because it's so much fucking work. So I just have this little patch of grass in a pool. But every time I see Guy's lawn, I'm like, man, it'd be cool to have like all that space. And same with Ben. Ben's got a fucking ton of acreage out there. And so now I'm like talking to my wife. I'm like, maybe we should move somewhere where there's like, we have a big, huge fucking backyard. Well, I mean, other than Texas. Look, a fan got me.
Other than Texas.
What's this
I
say?
was there when you got that.
What's this say?
Look at me
That was a
moving to
launch
Texas
shoot.
and shit.
I got you on the small part of the screen.
Well, why don't you just expand it so you can see all four of us?
No, I mean, but how do I? You're not okay now. You're.
It's like my dad.
But
You were like a
can
little
only-
pixel.
So you're only watching the person talking. You're not watching all four of us.
Well, I got like pixels of everybody on the top of the
Yeah,
screen.
but then the person talking is magnified.
Yeah.
Why don't you just make it all four of us so that we can?
How do I
see?
do that?
Just press the gallery button or
The
what?
top
View.
right.
Go on the top
gallery,
right, or it says view.
the
And
gallery.
click it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 49.
Have you made it this far?
I get by.
I get by.
Anyway, so yeah, but he says he spent 7 hours cutting his fucking lawn, and I'm like,
Okay, because yesterday
I can't do that shit.
You pull the weeds, everything yourself?
I mean, I did the weeds. I did. Well,
Dude, you
I
got to
did-
see.
I-
Listen, this is how ridiculous they are. Him and Evan are having fucking contests over whose lawn looks prettier. And I'm
Really?
like, what the
That's cool.
fuck? Like, it's not cool. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I know.
I mean, it's
I
cool
tried.
when it's done, but it's fucking. I don't
Guy,
want to.
imagine
That's
a
maintenance.
guy.
Like when I said I was outside for 7 hours, I was outside for 7 hours, but I wasn't like, oh, man, this sucks. Like I like being outside and doing that shit. It's fun. I'm
Imagine if you were competitive, guy.
I did it. I did it every year. I was doing it 6 years.
Like
Yeah,
I couldn't
I
give a
do that
shit. I'd like someone goes, "Oh, my lawn's better than yours." I'm like, "Yes, it is." Well done.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
Are you
Next.
gardening too,
Thanks.
guys? You start a garden?
Yeah, of course.
What are you growing?
Beets, beefsteak tomatoes, grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, escarole, red cabbage, romaine lettuce, parsley, basil, kale, 2 types of pickles, squash, zucchini.
Jeez,
I think that's it.
Paul, are you jealous?
I am. I started gardening last
Oh my
last year, or
God,
the year
dude.
before. I gave up on it. It didn't last long for me.
I gave
grew
up
some-
on it. You did
I
it for
grew
3
some
days.
spinach. I grew some spinach and lettuce, and then these rabbits fucking ran through it and ate it all. So
Yeah, you got to put a fucking fence around your.
I had a
got
box.
full fence around mine.
I had a box, a raised garden.
Yeah, I got raised gardens, but I got a fence. Or you think a bunny can't get in a raised garden?
Well, I thought the walls were high enough. Nothing was going to jump in there, but
No, buddy. Got to put a fence. In. I have a fucking 5-foot fence around my entire garden.
oh yeah, that high.
Paul,
Yeah, I gotta-
Paul, you fucking killed me, man.
I'd like to start gardening again though.
Dude, you don't even cut your grass.
Well, because you send that guy to my house now to do it for me. It's awesome.
I sent my landscaper to Paul's house to cut his grass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Every
Been doing it
fucking
for 2
week he
years
goes
now.
there to cut his grass.
Yeah, I love it.
How long does it take him? 5 minutes?
Well, he's got
Paul's-
a team of people, so yeah, doesn't take him long.
Yeah, Paul's lawn's a little bigger than mine, I think. Yeah.
My backyard is.
Yeah, your backyard is for sure. So Paul was getting ready for the gym one day, and I'm like, I want to go to the gym one day. It was like last year. He's like, oh, I got to cut the grass. I can't go right now. I'm like, just don't cut the grass. I'll send my guy over. Because I just wanted to go to the gym. So he's like, okay. And then ever since he's been going there to cut his grass.
He comes now every week. It's great. And my weeds are getting better.
What do you pay him, Paul?
He doesn't pay him. I pay him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he took care of my dandelions too. They're looking a lot better now.
I need a fucking best friend like that.
Yeah. Well, we're neighbors too, so pretty much.
Oh, you and Fouad are?
Yeah, he lives around the corner from me.
We live a few
Oh, I didn't know
blocks,
that.
a few blocks from each other. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple blocks. We're in the same what do you call it?
Suburb.
This little
Suburb. Community, suburb, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, there's no way I want to do 7 hours. And then I got to pay somebody to cut that fucking lawn.
It was 7 hours because I had to cut. So I have almost 2.5 acres. I had to cut it twice because it grew so much. We got a ton of rain, and then it went up to 97 degrees, and then 95. It was hot as hell. So it just fucking grew, and it was so long that I had to cut it with the bags off and just drop all the grass, and then put the bags back on, and then go over it again and pick all the fucking clippings.
Wait, what? You don't have a sit on?
Yeah.
Yours,
You're riding.
Yeah.
I'm actually the one I have is
John
it's
Deere.
got a 50-inch deck. I'm buying my buddies who has a 60-inch deck.
Your buddy's got a 60-inch dick?
Deck.
Oh,
Yeah.
on here it sounds like that.
He's got the big deck.
He's got the big dick.
Nobody's
the
got
big deck.
60-inch deck on here.
Buddy's
We're
buddy's got the
I'm gonna
big
buy him
dick.
up.
We're all
He walks,
white.
he walks into the shop. My buddy's got a good dick, but I want a bigger dick.
Paul's like,
How
your
much?
buddy got a-
How much for the bigger dick mower?
The one that you ride on.
Yeah.
I'm double turning it on.
They're so immature. They're the stupidest fucking podcast ever.
Now you know why he was out there for fucking 7 hours.
Yeah, really.
Riding that big
I
dick
was
mower.
riding that 50-inch deck.
Okay. I swear to God, it's like we're fucking 4 12-year-olds. Anyways, New York. How was New York, guy? You're the only one that was there out of us.
Yeah, I was. I had an event first, but so I didn't see prejudging.
What did you have? What event did you have?
Me, Jay, Nick.
Oh, at the Aries nutrition thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
How
cool.
was it? Good? A lot of big turnout?
packed, fucking packed.
Really, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun. I saw some of the pictures and stuff you guys had.
Packed.
Aries does a
Fun.
good job, man. You know,
Yeah.
That's a great dude.
listen, he fucking spends the money to represent bodybuilding properly. Like he's got all the backdrops up and he's got all the fucking clothing that everybody likes. And he puts like the best supplements in his store. Like he fucking really goes out of his way.
He's always running special events too, to bring people in the doors.
This is what I mean. It's not necessarily just about like having the right supplements. He wants to actually try and support the community as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, it's a really, I mean, his stores must do really well because not every store can afford to do the stuff he does.
And he's opening a fourth one too now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
told me he bought a new
They're all
spot.
they're all in New York, New Jersey area there.
all New Jersey.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. You can tell he loves bodybuilding.
But
Like,
that's
fucking
really
loves
good.
it.
That's the kind of people we need in the sport. Like people like that are willing to like put a little bit more time and effort and not just take from the sport. Everybody wants to find a way to take from the sport. How can I get people to buy this or buy that? Or there's not a lot of people that try and do more
Promote the sport? Yeah.
promote the sport and kind of lift the sport up, right?
Yeah.
So I think Patrick at Aries is one of those people. So he deserves the credit. Anyway, so the event was really good.
Yeah.
And then you got to New York and
Yep.
was Blessing clear cut over Presty?
Yeah.
How did Presty look in person? Because I feel like he's normally a little bit more shredded than he was.
He was hard, man. He was
Was he?
big. Yeah. He was big, hard. If he had a more back detail, his arms aren't as big as they should be on his frame because he's big.
He's a big guy. He's wide.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but,
he's really wide.
Yeah.
but
I was-
even when I got home that night and the next day and I looked at photos and like even the video and the photos of Blessing do him zero justice.
Really.
Really?
Really.
And obviously he won and I thought he looked insane and he should have won.
Yeah.
But like when I saw him in person versus his pictures, Like if you saw him in person and then looked at the pictures, I'm like, yeah, the pictures are okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, everybody thought he won. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but he looked crazy. We were talking.
I wonder if it's because he's darker complexion.
That's what I'm thinking
as well.
Yeah. But he looked
he has the same complexion that Roden had, though. No, he's got a very similar complexion to Roden.
Yeah,
that dark, and Brandon has that as well. I think
Brandon, I think, is darker than Roden. But I felt like Presty's legs were his downfall.
Well, he's so fucking tall, bro.
I just feel like he's very wide, right? So if you're very wide, you need. Yeah, sorry, I'll pull up some pictures so people know what we're talking about. Usually bodybuilders, the Borders has some good photos. So share. Let me take a look. So this was the top 5 here. Justin 5th, Max 3rd, Presty 2nd, Blessing 1st, Theo 4th. I don't know why I went in that order, but whatever. This part of Presty's body to me looks better than Blessing.
The taper,
but I think Blessing, not just the taper, like the wide shoulders, wide lats from the front, but
up until the midsection.
Yeah, the midsection, Blessing's midsection looks better. And then Blessing's just more complete, even though he needs more legs. It's still more complete than Presty, I think, was. And that's what I was asking, Guy. Like in person, did Presty's legs look up to par?
His legs can use a little more size, but they're by no means small.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't mean they're small. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want people to take that away from it, but I just feel like it's kind of a curse when you're that wide. Like when you're that wide, it's like your legs have to be. It's the same thing Justin went through. Justin Rodriguez, right?
Yeah.
Shoulders are so wide, it took him so much longer for people to be like, "Oh, his legs finally caught up."
I was about to say the comparison of those two. Just even if you just see them in the street, right? Because we bumped into Presty. Remember on the street?
At the Arnold's, yeah.
And he's height wise. I mean, he's like here, but the width of him,
yeah.
It's just impressive. Yeah. I feel like,
and he could use a little more like upper chest.
Yeah, I feel like to him, it's just he's very torso dominant, right? Arms are a little bit slighter in size.
Yeah.
Legs could be a little bit thicker from side to side. Like when you look at him when he does a back lat, like when he pulls his legs apart, there's a big gap here, right? So you definitely need a little bit more thickness, and then lower lat needs to
see the back
more detail.
Is what I was talking about.
Yeah,
he got good lat width.
His back looks wide. Yeah, just lack of
back double bicep. If you look at the back double bicep,
yeah, we're gonna pause it here. Watch. So for people watching, we're being very nitpicky,
right?
But of one of the best bodybuilders in the world. Yeah.
But I just want people to be, why are you shitting on him? We're not shitting on him. We're just trying to point out why Blessing beat him on that day. So here, you guys can see the detail could be a little deeper. The lat thickness down low isn't really that great.
Arms
are if you're peeled in a back double bicep, your Christmas tree is there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
I don't want to jump the gun because it's a picture and a video in the resolution shitty. I've seen him, and I was at the Olympia. I've seen him sharper than this.
That's why I was saying that.
Yeah,
because I think last year when he competed, he was sharper than this.
Oh, he was all last year. He was known for coming in hard and fucking conditioned.
This is his first show of the year, though, right? So maybe if he's doing a couple more shows, he'll be coming in tighter.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if he's doing Toronto.
I didn't see Preston's posing trunks. They're great.
The other question I want to ask you guys, since you were there, what did you think about Noel and Zhang? This is Zhang. He took second in the 212.
Zhang is going to be dangerous.
He just needs a back. Right?
He's short and he's got a ton of muscle.
This was the only area I saw.
His back.
His back's got to come up, and he needs to be harder.
It's weird, you know. I mean, you see it a lot typically with a lot of Asian bodybuilders. The great lower bodies, but backs.
Don't be racist, Paul.
He looks like
I'm not being too at this, but you do see that sometimes.
He's at the 212. He's at the 212 version of and Nugent.
On win, yeah.
Like that, the same structure, same.
No, but I do without being stupid. I was actually just messing around. I agree with you, Paul. It's funny. A lot of Asian bodybuilders have this really beautiful X frame, a very beautiful structure, but then sometimes they're lacking often more times than not, they're lacking a back.
That lacking, especially lats.
And I
They'll have
don't know
thick
why.
backs.
I don't know why that is.
I don't know. I just judged a show this weekend. The guy who won Classic was amazing. Only flaw I could see was lack of lat development.
Like, look at this. Look at the difference here.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel you on that one. Oh, well, I had no lats.
But I mean, look at it. Just
Even a
look
little
at-
more thickness he needs too, though, in his back.
And Noel, I mean, credit to Noel. Noel's thick as
Noel,
fuck.
crazy.
Yeah, he's
Conditioning is
impressive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like, look at, you can see here. People are like, oh, it's still wide. I'm like, yeah, it's still wide, but where is the depth, right? You
Yep.
see the depth in the traps, the ROMs, the fucking
Yep.
lower lat. You can't see it here. It's no depth to it.
Hmm.
So,
You know who was crazy?
Huh.
Some of the craziest condition I've ever seen. The guy that took second, the German guy in Classic.
oh, let's go
One of
back.
one of the most peeled human beings I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, yeah. I
Crazy.
didn't see any pictures of it.
This guy.
He asked me, he was part of Gasp and Better Body, so he asked me to take a look at him. And he had
This
already
guy
taken
here?
his, bro,
This guy
No.
or this guy?
that guy.
This guy. What's
Peeled. His hamstring had cross striations in it like somebody's fucking quad does.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. It's fucking peeled, man. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was inside
And
out.
look how
Neil-
peeled Curry
Neil-
is, too.
Neil Curry is super fucking peeled as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is harder. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
But that's great conditioning, man. Like, look at this. You see the feathering in the fucking in the
Yeah.
quad. It's like, it's nuts.
You think as soon as someone like Urs or Ramon stands next to him, though, they just expose them?
Yeah, because then you see the perfection, right? Because every physique is just a little bit better. I mean,
He looks good.
this is a
They
pretty,
both look
pretty
really good,
nice
yeah.
physique. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic's getting very competitive.
The
I feel
only
like
thing
both their arms need to come up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ready for this? He tore his left knee, had surgery on it, tore both triceps, showed me the scars. And he said he was on the plane coming here and stood up because he was stiff and did like an air squat. And he thinks he blew out his right quad too.
Jesus Christ.
What?
This is actually a really, really nice physique. I almost
is.
think, honestly, and I'm probably getting roasted for this, but from the front, I almost like this better than Neil's physique.
I had him winning.
It
How's
flows a
that?
little better, right? The upper
I
body.
I had
is-
him winning, Fouad.
I think
Yeah.
Neil beat him from the back because judging by the
Yeah.
oh wait,
Neil's
Yeah,
got better
see-
lats.
yeah,
Neil's
look
got
at
better
the-
lats.
look at the back development here, yeah, and the quad.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking flaring quads here.
Wow, yeah.
That's really impressive. So he beat him from the back because it looks like from the front, and conditioning might have been a little better too. But like
Yeah.
this structure is like really nice up here.
So, yeah.
That front shot, Neil's lats just look a lot more thicker.
Yeah, they're
from
way
that
thicker
bigger
here.
that
Yeah,
front
yeah.
shot.
Well, you can
Is-
see they're fuller and they drop lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
These are kind of short. Yeah,
Huh.
so he needs to bring up his back if he's going to compete
Hmm.
with Urs and Ramon. But that's a good. Do you know how old he is, guy?
Looks young.
He does look young.
30?
Or you're guessing totally, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to think. I asked him how old he was. But no, 'cause I think I go, how old? He's like 30. And I'm like, bro, you got more injuries than me. And I'm 40.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'd be worried about.
I don't know if he's flat here, but his legs look like come up a little bit.
His left leg does look a little smaller the way.
He's got great shoulders. Yeah, his shoulders are so big, it's almost like his legs to be a little bit bigger. But I'm also looking at it with a bodybuilder's eye, so fuck, I don't know.
Mhm.
Conditioning's
Yeah,
fucking
that
great.
conditioning's crazy. Yeah.
That's insanity.
Jeez.
It's got to be nice to be able to like not worry about being super full and big, so you can actually just like peel down.
Like for classic, you mean?
Yeah, like when you're classic or men's physique, you don't really have to
Fouad, his hamstrings.
look at
are-
this. Look at that
Jeez. Yeah.
cross striation.
Hey, you know what's funny? If I was ever that conditioned, my face would look like skeleton.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
This guy's face does not look like it's even drawn in. Like
Yeah.
it looks like he looks lean. but
Well,
he's
you
not
don't know
like-
what he looks like
Yeah.
fat. So
No, but he doesn't look. You see, like remember Kevin Levrone or Dorian were there.
Yeah, his face
Yeah.
is full.
Look
Yeah.
like the cheekbones look like they fucking cut you if you got too close.
What is that? Why don't guys get like that anymore, Ben?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it
Some guys don't
GH?
get the
Is it
stage
GH
face.
or is it like what the fuck
I don't
is
know.
it?
I don't know. What
Randy was getting it.
different face.
I just mean because like his conditioning is amazing. So why are the faces
Right,
fuller
but you
nowadays?
see what I mean? If you were in that condition, your face would be sunk.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but
Yeah.
that's not true.
You're right.
I have been close to that condition, and I still don't have the same.
You
I
get
don't
pretty
ha-
sunk. Maybe
I
not
did-
like that. Maybe not like some
I did
guys.
with Chad, but that's because Chad used to deplete me like
You know when like your eyeballs
Yeah.
almost like you can see the round
Like sunk in,
roundness
yeah.
of the eyeball because
yeah,
it's
the-
like
The bones
have like
around
a-
it.
I have like a cheekbone here where it almost looks like jagged, like when I get really,
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's I want to take a look at Neil Curry real quick just because he won and his physique is crazy.
Is there a show coming up this weekend?
I don't think so. Because they just had those two back to back. How come this shit's not coming up? Let me go back.
Toronto Pro in 2 weeks.
Neil Curry. Okay. Toronto Pro in 2 weeks. Who do we know who's doing that?
I saw Dorian Haywood's doing it now.
Is
Um,
Quint doing that show?
I think so. He looks like he's getting ready.
I think I know Quint's getting ready for something, but I don't think it's Toronto.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but he looks like he's getting ready. Joe Seaman.
His legs really help his physique, eh? Sorry, I'm back too far. His legs really help his physique because his waist is not super small.
Yeah.
But his quads are they sweep so well that it actually helps his physique out.
Mhm. That's really nice shot.
His posing is really good too. Yeah,
That's,
he's able to pull it in.
yeah.
He's got
His
good.
lines carried him.
I was
He
gonna
looked-
say like his muscularity and his back and his legs really carry that carry that structure.
Yeah.
a British guy, right?
Is he British?
Is he?
Yeah. This,
Yeah, I
this
thought
is-
the other
this
guy was
is-
much
This
harder.
is fucking crazy to me, man.
Yeah, sweep from the
Look
outside.
at the
Jeez,
sweep on his quads from the
that's
back.
crazy.
Good for him.
And
Yeah.
What else is going on? Anything new? Guy, how's the girlfriend?
Monkeypox.
Oh,
to
don't
that.
say monkeypox.
Well, he said what's new.
What's monkeypox?
You never heard of this yet, guy?
You
It's
ever heard
the
of
next
monkeypox?
epidemic.
Stop it. Is
I'm
he
serious.
serious?
Yeah. You ever read about this? Don't you read the news?
Read the news
Yeah.
or watch.
Well, either or.
You
I read it
you
on my
get a-
phone.
You get a new. Oh,
I don't get a newspaper anymore. I used to. I love the newspaper.
what
but
the fuck is monkeypox? Like chickenpox?
But with monkeys, I guess.
For monkeys?
Yeah. I think it's
I don't
spread a
go to- I
lot.
don't go to zoos, so the fuck I care.
Here. No, it's not. It came from
The gay community.
don't
That's what
say
they said it's from.
It is. That's actually what they did say. So it was like a gay or bisexual man at a rave or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah.
What?
So yeah, I want to share this with the guy. Monkeypox is a viral zoonosis, a virus transmitted to humans from animals with symptoms very similar to those seen in past in smallpox patients. Although it is clinically less severe, it is caused by the monkeypox virus, which belongs to the orthopox virus genus of the Poxviridae family.
Wait, did somebody bang a monkey?
Well, isn't that where they say AIDS got started?
Monkeypox outbreak.
I've heard that. I don't know how.
Monkeypox outbreak.
I
A
love
senior
this
advisor
show.
from the WHO has said that the monkeypox outbreak seems to be spreading through sexual contact and warned that case numbers could spike over the summer months as people attend major summer gatherings and festivals. What seems to be happening now is that it has got into the population as a sexual form, as a genital form, and is being spread as are sexual transmitted infections, which has amplified its transmission around the world. Don't have sex with anybody, guy.
Yeah, especially you.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Be careful.
Oh God! Don't read lower. People with severe cases can develop rash and pus-filled lesions on the face, palm, the hands,
Oh.
and body parts.
So if guy comes on the
That's hard to
podcast-
hide. He's
Guy
got
comes
some...
on the podcast.
Yeah, we should do that. Wait, at the start of every podcast, you got to check him.
Yeah,
You gotta go, clear,
You gotta
clear,
test guy.
fine.
No, guy's
What?
got a girl.
Wait.
Guy-
Wait, hold on. How did it get started?
Here, let me look that up. Just so me and
Fucking
Paul are full
hose.
of shit.
It
Wait.
And
can't,
then-
it can't be from a monkey, and just because two gay people smashed it up, now they got monkey disease.
And look up where AIDS came from, Fouad. Because that's supposedly came from people having sex with monkeys too.
Paul, I think we're wrong. So it says here,
We're wrong.
Investigators determined that a shipment of animals from Ghana imported to Texas in April 2003 introduced the monkeypox virus into the United States.
But how to
The
jump to
shipment
humans?
contained approximately 800 small mammals representing 9 different species, including 6 types of rodents. How did monkeypox spread?
And then someone text them, fuck the monkey, didn't
The virus.
The only way to
Wait a minute. How is monkeypox spread? The virus is thought to be transmitted by respiratory droplets during direct and prolonged face-to-face contact. In addition,
face contact.
Making out.
To face contact.
in addition, it is possible monkeypox can be spread by direct contact with bodily fluids of an infected person or with virus-contaminated objects, such as bedding or clothing.
Well, monkeys throw poop, don't they?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
happens if a monkey launched a hot turd at your face? You got monkeypox.
Yeah, that's gonna be your
That's
excuse. We're gonna think you.
I was
banged
gonna
it, though.
say that's the excuse I would fucking use if I all of a sudden got monkeypox.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, the monkey I fucked, he threw shit on my face.
I went to the zoo.
was
Look
shit.
at this. Monkeypox likely spread by sex at 2 raves in Europe, experts said.
By sex
That's
with
a long
what?
Dr. David Heyman, who formerly headed WHO's emergencies department, said that the leading theory was sexual transmission among gay and bisexual men at two raves held in Spain and Belgium.
Did you see that video?
See those pictures?
Yeah,
Yeah.
take that video off. I don't need to see that. I'm gonna eat soon.
I saw someone with their back covered.
Oh man.
We got to make sure a guy doesn't have this every time he comes on.
Yeah. Have to take your shirt off, guy, before the next podcast. do a quarter turns. They say it spreads on the genitals, this form.
Dude.
They know.
No, I don't want to see that.
What are we doing to each other? Fuck.
Crazy.
Who fucked a monkey?
Have you ever seen that Chappelle bit where he talks about monkeys? That's hilarious.
Yes.
Or would you rather?
Anyway. Crazy. Okay. You guys want to do some questions?
Of course.
Questions?
Oh, can I do a bit of housekeeping?
Of course.
A what?
This will make sense.
A what?
If you have a coach or you're doing check-in pictures or check-in video or whatever you're doing, take your phone from this way around and take it that fucking way around. It makes a fucking massive difference. You know, all these people taking pictures and I'm getting them through and I'm like, why are your pictures so blurry? Oh, I'm using the latest iPhone, whatever it is. And I'm like, turn the camera around, like use the high res one. Don't forget what you look like. Like they're trying to watch themselves when they're posing, right? That's the.
Well, yeah, but maybe.
Oh no, really? That's insane.
But maybe they're trying to fit into the.
They're trying to do this. They're trying to do this and then pose and then record it off of that, and then they screenshot it and send it, and it's so blurry. I'm sorry, like for any coaches out there, they'll back me up. But you can't coach somebody with blurry pictures. It's really fucking difficult.
How are they supposed to see themselves?
You see yourself on stage.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But what if I want to make sure I'm in the frame?
Then you set it up, press record, go and stand in a spot you mark on the floor, hit a pose, put it down, go and see, yep, I was in range. That's my standard. And now every fucking week, that's exactly how I set it up and it never changes.
Well, what if
I
they just, okay, I have a question though. And I'm not,
of course you do. Yeah.
Just curious. So what if you just set the timer on your phone instead of doing screenshots? Because I used to do that.
No, it's fine. No, it's not. The screenshot thing doesn't matter. I'm talking about don't use the front facing
But
camera.
I used to use the front facing camera and my pictures
But
were
it's
blurred.
stupid because you have these cameras here and only one.
Higher at the Olympia.
Oh.
You'd have placed higher at the Olympia if you hadn't.
That's fucking mean.
Yeah.
Is that to me?
No,
No, it's
I'm
me.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
You don't care
like
enough.
See, that's what you get. That's what you get.
Pros.
That's
Yeah.
what you get.
Bad karma.
That's bad karma.
Bad juju. So if you take a
That's what
selfie
you
of
get. Your
yourself,
screen froze. See that shit?
We're gonna keep this then. So if it freezes again,
In case
you
it
just
freezes
get
again.
this.
It's there again. All right, everybody use your back facing camera. Don't piss Ben off.
I learned that. I didn't know that before.
You didn't know
It's
that
logical, right?
you didn't know
It's
that the
logical.
front facing camera was less
No.
effective?
No, I mean, I don't take selfies, but I didn't know that.
You take selfies.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame you.
I'll take the odd one, but not very often.
but-
I don't do check-ins.
But you
though.
agree? You do agree with me, right? If you're given a set of pictures and they're the highest quality possible versus a little blurry, what would you rather have? You're trying to
Oh,
coach
for sure.
somebody.
Yeah, for sure. I just didn't realize there's different cameras on both sides of the phone.
You also didn't realize that you could see all four of us at once.
True. Right. Learned two things today.
All right. We'll knock some of these out. Would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everybody else?
I'd rather have it not know it.
No
You're
way.
gonna get made fun of, bro, more than you already do.
No way.
I couldn't smell it. I don't want to smell BO. I hate that. I got a
I
weak
don't want
stomach
to
for
be.
that shit.
You want to be the stinky guy in the fucking gym?
I got a weak stomach for BO
Look at
odor.
that. He's got it. Look at the size of that nose. He's got a sensitive nose.
Yeah, exactly. I got a deviated septum mode, guy, so it doesn't smell very good. Actually, it doesn't work very good.
What?
It's just big for
nose.
show.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just all decoration. It's just all decoration. It doesn't.
Decoration on the fridge.
It doesn't do much. It
Seriously,
holds up my glasses.
I'm deathly afraid of being the smelly guy. That's why I shower so much.
Well, I am too. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want either one, but I don't want to smell anybody either.
Imagine too if you stunk. Your
You know
wife
what? I would smell everybody else.
Your
'cause I
wife
don't
would. Your wife wouldn't want to bang you or nothing.
Was that an eyebrow? Wait, hold on. Fouad, was that an eyebrow? Like, I don't care.
I was expecting
Anyway,
another comment
don't
from
fucking
Fouad. That's
matter.
all. I was
Was
expecting
that
a
like-
follow up from
Was
Fouad.
that I'm not getting fucked.
No, no.
He's like,
I just didn't think Fouad was going to leave it there. I thought he was going to add to that.
Fuck, Jesus Christ. Okay. Everybody else is with me, right?
Yeah.
Nobody. Paul's the only one who wants to be a smelly guy.
I don't want to be
Yeah.
a smelly guy. I don't want to smell anybody else either.
It does smell, and other people does suck though.
yeah, I'd
remember-
rather smell it because I don't live with anybody.
Well, remember Fouad?
Yeah,
when
I'm
back when
saying I'd stay away from him.
we used to have that old training partner and he used to stink every day? That was brutal.
Yeah, yeah, but at least it wasn't me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I used to want to throw up every time we trained with him.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling like that.
If you're going to train with somebody and they show up 30 minutes late, but you've already started your workout, do they jump in where you're at, or do they have to start from the beginning of their own workout?
I tore my pec that way.
It's up to them.
You're such a fucking victim.
I did. I tore my pec that way.
How?
I was late for the gym and you and Mish had already moved on and we're into like your third or fourth sets of bench press. So I didn't want to, take the time to warm up to catch up to you guys. So I just started with a heavier weight than I should have.
But that's user error, bro.
I know. I'm not blaming them.
He does blame me. He blames you
I
all the
blame
time.
you. Yeah, I do blame them. But no, it was my own stupidity. I know that.
What were you doing? Smoking dope before the gym? Is that why you're late?
Well,
Smoking
might have been. I
dope,
don't remember
bro?
what it was many years ago. I don't remember what the
Jay
excuse
said.
was.
Jay calls it dope. Smoking dope, bro. Still smoking that dope.
I heard he's got stores now or something.
What?
Somebody told me he's got his own store.
Oh,
We're
he's
starting
been
one?
part of that industry for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, so is somebody allowed to jump in with you if they show up 30 minutes late, Ben?
No, we either start together or you do your own thing.
Remember our old rule, Fouad? You had to do a couple laps around the gym if you were late.
Wasn't it like a lap for every minute you were late or something like that?
Something like that. Because there used to be a track at the gym that we used to go to.
Yeah. And you had to run laps if you fucking were late.
Notice how you guys aren't asking me what happens if somebody's late to the gym. Just throwing that one out there.
Well,
Oh, because
Always asking me what happens.
well, we don't want people fucking probably get beat up if they show up late. I don't
All right. Well, no. Let's ask Guy. Guy, what do you do when you show up late? Do you join in or you start from the beginning again?
So
Because Guy's the late fucker. Guy
I have a
is the
feeling
guy.
Guy's not late for the gym though.
I
Are
mean,
you?
I beat to my own drum when it comes to training. I get to the gym when I get to the gym.
Oh.
But I'll text my training partner, like he'll be like 5:30. I'll be like, yeah, I'll text you when I'm leaving. So I'll be like, leave my house now. But this is the thing. And I swear to God, and my training partner says it, and he's like, I know. Every time I'm on time to the gym, like if I say 5:30 and I'm there at 5:30 right before, I'm waiting 15 to 20 minutes for him to get there.
That's because he expects you to be late because you're probably always late.
So I'm late by 10 minutes every day.
Yeah, so that's why when you show up on time, he's not there because he expects you
That's
to be
why I
late
don't show
every
up on time ever.
day. So why don't you
Do
guys
you
just move
say-
it 10 minutes?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just move it to
Instead of-
5:40 instead of 5:30. Then you'll
Yeah.
both be on time.
I know, we'll be waiting for everybody.
Then
you'll
you'll
go
still,
5:50.
then you'll still show up.
Wait.
Those show up at 5:50.
No one arranges to meet at 5:40 unless they're a psychopath. Like it's either on the hour or half an hour.
No, I'll do 5:30. I'll do 5:30 or 5:45.
I do 5:45.
Okay.
Yeah, we do the
5:45,
quarters.
yeah,
stuff.
5:45.
The quarters. But if you're doing the 10-minute intervals or a 5-minute, you're a psychopath.
No.
Like, oh, yeah, let's meet at 6:05. Fuck off. We meet at 6. Like,
I'll be there
Or
at
say-
9:12.
Or you just
I
say
don't know what
5
I would
minutes
do.
late.
You know what? If somebody did that now, I wouldn't care. But back in the day, I would be really, really pissed if someone was late. Like when I was more serious, because it was like we used to walk on the treadmill for like 5 minutes and get all the bullshit talk out of the way. And then when we were done fucking shooting the shit, we'd be like, okay, let's go train. And then when we started training, there was no talking. We would just train. So if somebody shows up in the middle
So
of your
that's how
workout-
I am.
Yeah. So if somebody kind of shows up in the middle, you're like, fuck, man, you're kind of ruining the whole rhythm of the workout.
Yeah.
you're
Flow,
in
yeah.
the corner.
Like,
over
you'll
there.
see.
Go over there.
Yeah.
Well, when you guys come, I have like a windowsill by the gym that I've used for like 10 years. So I walk into the gym, I put my bag on the windowsill, and who's my training partner will be waiting there, and like who's ever in the gym that like knows me will come around. I'll take my pre-workout, we'll sit there and bullshit for 10 minutes.
Yep.
We walk into the gym. My training partner gets mad at me because I do not talk during the workout. I literally
don't
don't.
either,
He'll say
yeah.
something, I'm like,
Yeah.
what? And I'm like, like, and he's like, and he said to me one day, he's like, why don't you talk? And I'm like, honestly, because I try to use all my energy for working out. I go, if you can talk and have conversations for that long in between, I go, then you're just not fucking going hard enough for me.
Well, okay. I just want to say something because I know me and Ben have talked about this. I think it depends on the style of trainer or training that you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I know Ben used to say, like when him and Luke trained together, they would.
Oh, this remind me, I had something I want to ask all you guys specifically.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like they used to train together, and Ben would say that they would shoot the shit, whatever. But then it was time to lift. It was like, dude, kind of click it
Yeah.
on, right? But
Yeah.
I'm like you,
Fuck
guy.
that.
Like me and Paul are kind of like you. Like when we go, me and Paul might talk after all the hard shit's done. You know, like when
Yeah.
you do, like if you're
Yes.
training legs. And
Yes.
you're doing like squats, leg press, and you're on like the last exercise. It's kind of like more of a pump exercise.
Yep.
We
Like
might,
Bulgarian split squat or
yeah,
like,
we might talk a little bit there, but like usually it's not till the end.
Yeah, not doing the heavy stuff.
I will say your way, I think most people should do. The way that when Luke and I were doing it, and there's a bunch of people that can do it, it only
Yeah.
works if you're able to really fucking switch on when you're in the set. I see too many people taking long breaks and then going into the sets and doing like this, the longer rest periods and the chilling out in between, and they're switching off and then
Yeah,
they're not
yeah,
able
yeah.
to switch back into the set.
Yeah.
And I see so many kids doing that because they're like, oh, it's okay because like Luke did it or
Yeah.
like Hunt does it, like whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not doing the other shit.
If you don't know how to
You're not
turn it
doing
back
the
on,
work.
yeah,
You can't get to where they're getting.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
I also
Stay
think
locked in.
I also think that style mentally lends itself more to, I don't know, I don't want to say progressive overload style of training, but more of a high intensity style of training. Because I feel like when you're doing more working sets and you're moving a little faster, you don't have time to turn off and on. You're kind of always going.
Yeah.
Like it's Paul's set, then it's my set. It's Paul's set, then it's my set. There's not really a long break where you can sit and talk and shoot the shit.
Yep.
So it's just, I think the style of training lends itself to that as well.
I've been training with Denise the last like 3 weeks, and we just go like tit for tat on
Yeah.
stuff. And I talk way less now.
Yeah.
The weight is less. I'm like, we're just moving.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pouring sweat.
Yeah.
Rather than beforehand, I would sit down and like I got 5 minutes before I need to do a set.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think now that
Training-
you're retired, Ben, you'll go to more of that style training instead of progressive overload?
I fucking hate it. Like I want to stab myself in the fucking face. Like I honestly, because we're recording now, right? So it's like midday. And normally I'm training this time. So we trained after meal one. I did a chest and shoulder workout, and I sat there after the first set, and I was about to do dumbbell presses, and I looked at this and I fucking hate this bollocks.
Why?
Really?
I don't know.
Because I hate being in this gym.
Don't you
I don't know what to tell you. I
you get
wish I enjoyed it. I
you get a better
fucking
op-
wish I enjoyed it.
No,
but I
I'm not
don't.
saying we're not trying to force you to enjoy it. I just like, look, I guess the way I'm putting it is this: I can enjoy if I was strong enough, or if I was younger and I wasn't getting hurt, I would enjoy slowing it down and trying to go heavy. But I just don't do that because I can't, because my body's like too beat up, and I'm not in that place anymore. But I just feel like some kind of training is better than no training. So I'm still enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
But I wonder though, do you get a better pump, Ben, when you go like, the way you're training now? Is your pumps better?
Ben doesn't train for
No,
pump.
no. But,
I know you don't
but
train
we
for
also,
pump.
But we discussed this in Ohio. I get a better pump when I lift heavy.
And even with the longer rest between sets, you still do get a better pump that way?
Better,
Really?
way better.
Okay.
Way better.
Because that's one thing that keeps me like, even though like, I never lifted as heavy as you guys did, but when I lifted heavy for me, now that I don't train as heavy, as long as I get a pump, I feel good still.
I think the best thing that gives me, say for legs, right? If I'm doing a hack squat, as heavy as I possibly can go with a slow tempo and a proper pause at the bottom. Like that, the pump off of that is unbearable for me.
But
whereas if I did 4 or 5 sets of 15 to 20, my lungs gas out. That's
Well, no,
why
I don't mean that. Yeah.
That's
We
why
don't do that
I
for
don't get.
Yeah,
I don't get enough.
Yeah,
I
we
don't.
did.
If I'm doing a set, if I'm doing a set 15, I am not battling a pump. I'm battling cardiovascular
Yeah.
output.
Yeah, that kind of training, 15 to 20, I think you got to get conditioned for it.
We used
Well,
to do
12 to 15. I'm still battling cardio output. You know?
I remember our standard leg day, because I set it up this way. We would do lower volume rep ranges on a squat because I would gas out before. I couldn't do like a 20 rep squat. I would just gas out. So my lower rep stuff was squats. Then our higher rep stuff was leg press. Like we always do 20 to 30s.
Yeah.
And our moderate rep ranges were hack squats, and we do 12 to 15s.
I like that.
That's what I like too. So, but it's like everybody's different, right? So everybody gets something different from it. Anyway, Guy, I'm sorry. You've been holding something.
No, I was going to ask that because I've been training with as heavy as I can go. And I've been doing 15 to 20 and like some serious drop sets too. Like I've been doing, like I did it like 60 rep drop set extensions. Like I've been drop setting things. I've been going, but I'm not going super light.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're going that much lighter. I'm perfect. Like I'm still trying to push what I can.
So I have one lift on every session that I keep. So at the minute I'm doing like push pull legs, and then I do a shoulder and arm day as a separate one, right? But on the push pull legs, I'll do a heavy deadlift, I'll do a heavy squat, and I'll do a heavy dumbbell press. And I'm only doing one set on them because I don't have the capacity to do the volume that I used to without the PEDs and food. So my focal point is that, and then the rest of the workout I'll fluff.
Yeah.
Not fluff, you know what I mean? I then just
more
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the performance. I just I'll go to the fader 3 times with a moderate weight and get the reps in. Yeah. Whereas beforehand, I'm worried about getting the weight. That the weight is the main priority. Then after that, then the total volume load then is the priority.
Gotcha.
Which
I don't think we ever prioritized weight. I mean,
well, in your younger days, more so.
No. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about like prime. We prioritized weight in that we knew where the benchmark was. Like when I started incline pressing 4 plates, I'm like, okay, I can incline press 4 plates. I want to incline press 4 plates every single week. But I don't think I was ever like, I got to get to 5 plates. Like, that's what I mean by like, I didn't prioritize the weight. Like I would get to a point where I was comfortable. If I could do 4 plate incline press for 10, I might put a 10 pounder on it. But we never like really specifically wrote down numbers and like, well, let's get to 4 plates and a 10. Let's get to 4 plates and a 2.5. And like,
that's what I
progressive. Yeah.
That's what I've been struggling with mentally, because I know that all of my lifts where they were like 4 months ago,
your benchmarks,
I'm never going to be, I can never progress those again. And I'm sure it's not even progressing them. I can't even hold on to some of them now. And that makes me not want to walk in the gym right now, because that's what I used to, that's what fueled me. Okay,
it's very hard.
I can beat that. Yeah, I'm trying to shift my mindset.
Listen, I mean, you talked about it. I told you on the phone, like me and Paul, I think I squatted 4 plates. The last time I squatted 5 plates was at Chase's gym.
Oh yeah, so that's like a year ago or so at least.
Like a year ago. And I remember doing that into my head thinking, I'm probably never going to do that again.
Yeah.
And then I remember the last time I did 4 plates on the bench, I was like, it wasn't long after I recovered from my tricep tear, but it was really ugly. And I'm like, I'm probably never going to do this again.
Yeah.
So there are certain things you just.
My mindset at the minute is like those 3 lifts at the bench, the squat and the dead, to hold them as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then focus on my performance on the bike. So I do a 4K bike sprint, and then I do a a 15K long ride. And I alternate between those, and I time it, and I just try and get the number down and down and down and down. Because that's how my brain needs progression. I don't.
No, I know. And that's why
It's a challenge for you.
But I think that's why I want to do that half marathon. It's not because I want to become a marathon runner. I just need something now to challenge me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, I still love training, but I used to be able to challenge myself with training. Okay, well, I did the 140s for eight reps on an incline press. I want to do them for 10 reps next week.
Yeah.
I know I can't push those limits anymore. So now I train for fun, and I use the running as my challenge. But I still love training. It just.
I'm going to try it. I'll start jogging tomorrow, see if I can get into it.
You're going to start jogging?
Yeah, I'll start running tomorrow.
It's going to be a jogging podcast. Please don't. Everybody.
You've heard the real.
Just let me get through the real jogging podcast.
Yeah, you have to change the name pretty soon.
I don't really care about running, and I have nothing to compete against, but I just want to beat you in everything you do.
You can't beat me in anything. There's literally nothing you're better than me at, except cutting grass.
Here, you pick your poison.
Cutting grass is the only thing you're better than me at.
Gardening.
Gardening. That's it. I'll give you gardening.
Making sauce.
Potentially making sauce, maybe.
Yeah, Fouad's a good cook.
I'm proof. Hey, he gets to prove it when we come stay, right?
Yeah.
I have jars ready to go.
What is it that you think you can beat me at? Tell me.
Whatever you want, bro. I saw you drive a car. You almost flipped it.
Don't even come. You don't even come close. I almost flipped it. It swerved a little bit. You fucking asshole. We got to do that football challenge when I come to your house.
It's probably got plenty of yard.
What's that drill called? Is it the Tennessee drill or some shit? What's that called?
Head to head?
The head-to-head drill. Yeah. What's it called? There's a name for it.
There was a running back and a linebacker, and you got to see who gets over the line.
We laid out.
Oh, you guys are going to beat the hell out of it.
We lay down head to head like this. And then somebody drops the ball on one of us, and whoever gets the ball is offense. Whoever doesn't get the ball is defense.
I didn't know the ball part.
Head to head, baby.
You got helmets on or going? You ain't.
And pads.
No fuck pads. I'm going fucking bare
no pads. I'm going to barrel right over guy.
I'm going to put my fucking bald head right into his nose piece.
Wait. I'm going to fucking smother guy who's going to.
By the time Fouad gets up, I'll run past him.
Okay, this is what's going to happen. So this is me, and this is Guy.
False.
Oh.
Just wrap the legs, Fouad.
Are you kidding me? Guy's going to die if I do this with him.
I'll say this. Guy's going to get off the floor a lot quicker than you.
No, and
that's all that matters.
How much you want to bet?
A lot. Guy's getting off the floor. Guy's getting off the floor a lot quicker than you.
Yeah, I think Guy's going to be quicker than you.
If it was a standing start, I'm favoring you, Fouad, because body weight matters. If you're starting on your back, you're going to.
That's going to happen right there. That's you.
Trying to get off your back.
No chance.
No. Trying to get off your back is going to be hilarious. You're going to be like one of those beetles. You can't get.
I don't know.
He blows out his knee and then it's lights out.
I've been running. I'm very athletic. I'm very agile.
Yeah, you're quick now.
Yeah.
Off the floor,
The
guys.
only getting up you do is off a fucking couch.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to practice just getting up for the next 3 weeks.
You need to. If you get better,
me and Paul are going to be in the gym just doing get up drills.
Okay, we'll do it, Fouad. Okay, we'll start on our backs. We'll time each other.
All
right.
I promise.
Getting ready for the fucking TRT championship football game.
We should. You know what we should do at your house? We should create a bunch of events.
We'll
call the TRT class.
The TRT Olympics.
TRT Olympics.
Yeah. We got to get some trophies, mate.
So we'll do the head-to-head.
A decathlon?
Yeah. The head-to-head will be one thing, and then we'll have to pick like other events.
You got to
be like Billy Madison.
We have to do a sprint. We have to do like a 100-meter sprint.
Yeah.
You're done in that. Bye.
Do you got a pool?
No.
Is there a lake anywhere we can do some swimming events?
Yeah, there's a fucking lake.
We can
do some
archery. I fish in there. I literally walk in the stream.
We can do
people swim in there and canoe in there all the time.
We can do some archery events too.
Oh yeah, skeet shooting.
We do some flamethrower.
Go to the range. You'll lose there. You'll lose at archery. You'll lose.
We can't compete in all the stuff that you've been practicing.
What else is there?
You can't compete in fucking things you've been practicing for 20 years. I've never done. What the fuck?
We gotta come up with a list of events.
Something that you do.
Well, the head-to-head thing, like I could kill you at, so we'll do that.
Domino's challenge.
We'll do a pizza eating contest.
I want a video game challenge.
McDonald's.
run.
McDonald's would be another one. That's another one.
A video game tournament.
Fouad's got this wrapped up.
A 1 to 100 channel down challenge. Who's got the best stuff?
You guys are fucking dick suckers. I love you guys. It's okay. All right. Let's do a few more.
I'm fucking crying.
What else can we? I'll do a running challenge with you.
Okay.
Like 40 yards.
I want to do a sprint challenge. Hey, I'm down for a sprint challenge.
Okay.
For sure.
I think Ben will win.
Long legs, yeah.
I'm not worried about Ben. I'm just knowing I'm gonna smoke you is all I care about.
He's only obsessed with
Why do
you.
you want to beat me?
Because you're fucking talking all that shit. Ben's ain't saying nothing.
Well, he just said he's going to beat you.
No, I
He's
said
right
I'm
one
down
leg.
for it. I didn't say I'm going to beat everyone. I said
I'm going to beat
I'll do
Guy
it.
for sure.
What?
Didn't
50%
I outshoot you when we were with Branch as well?
What?
I think my target looked worse, looked better than yours when we were.
You told me you were the best one there, Fouad.
Yeah, that's what Branch said. Ask
You told
Ben.
me he said you were natural.
Ask Ben. Didn't he say that? Ben, you were standing right next to me.
Did he really say that?
He said you're a natural. He didn't say you're the best one here.
Oh, Fouad, you kind of embellished that a little bit, eh? You took what he said.
I might
You
exaggerate.
you might have reworded some things on that one, mate.
I might have added,
like fawning
I might have
over
added
it.
a couple words. He did
told
say
me
I
like
was-
an
I didn't
He
say
told
no,
you.
no, wait. I didn't
ad-libs.
say he said I was the best one there. I
Yeah,
did
he
say
said he was
I did say he
amazed.
said I was a natural.
He said
I'll
that.
give you because I was standing next to you when you said that.
Ben, I just want a true or false answer to this question.
Oh fuck, here we go. Let's see how he's gonna word it.
True or false? First time we got to the fucking range, the first time we shot at the target was 5 yards. He shot once, hit the target, and was like, take a picture.
That is
5 yards away.
And
5
Bronson-
yards.
5
and
yards
Bronson-
away.
you can
Branch
reach
calls
the
him a
target.
natural because he hit a target from 5 yards away. Everybody.
And then and then Bronson said, "Fred, put your fucking phone
And then
away."
he gave me shit.
That's awesome.
I felt like a little kid in fucking high school getting in trouble in grade school. Branch comes over, he's like, there'll be time for pictures later. I'm like, oh shit.
That's awesome. Yeah,
All
but-
right.
oh, he should have took your phone from you.
I know.
Give
It's
it back
almost
to you
like he was-
after.
almost like he
Wait,
was
and you
good at it.
saw me run too. I ran with the gun. You know I'll just fucking rock you.
Yeah, but I've lost 30 pounds since then. I'm
Yeah,
way
different.
You have a
faster.
torn hamstring.
Nah, I'm way faster now.
Why?
30 pounds lighter. You understand? It's a lot of weight.
I used to be 242.
Yeah, but you weren't when we were running in Dallas. You were 200 pounds.
No, I wasn't 200 pounds in Dallas.
Okay, 205. Sorry.
No, I was probably no, it's probably like 215.
Okay, 215. It's still like that's
100
not
now.
that's not heavy. Like 215 is like a
215 is
small
not heavy, but 215 is heavier than 201, 202.
person. Yeah, but I was 280 at that time.
Yeah.
Do you understand what that means?
Yeah, you don't have cheeseburger tits no more.
I still have cheeseburger tits, just smaller.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
they're-
so we're doing a
They're sliders now.
they went from-
Slider tits.
Sliders.
So we're doing 40 yard. Hey, we're doing a 40 yard. Are you gonna do 100 as well?
Yeah, we could just mark it off.
Yeah, we'll mark it off.
Do a 40 and do 100.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's do a long distance one.
Fuck no.
Oh,
Paul. Oh, Paul, are you coming
I don't know. When is this?
June 19th. I told you.
that weekend?
June 19th?
19th, yeah,
I
both
could.
days.
I could
Yeah,
come.
because I keep telling people it's the 6 of us, but I said Paul might come.
You can only come if your nipples are pissed.
But Fouad, no, hold on. No. We could they could do the long distance run here, and then if he loses, right to the chop shop.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. We're changing that. I thought I had to show my nipples once on stage, and then I could take them out.
If you want to do it this
if
way.
you're going to do that, yeah. If you're going to do
Okay,
that.
so I got a choice. Either
Yeah.
I can do that, or wear them to Guy's house, and then I can take them out to the guys.
You
If
got to
can,
beat
please
Fouad
take
you got to beat Fouad in a long distance race.
I will die running before you let you.
Oh, I
beat me.
will too, Fouad. I got a deviated septum.
No, I mean,
No, he means he will die before you beat him.
Oh,
he's like,
Oh, yeah, no,
I'll actually die.
He's like, I'll physically drop dead.
that's what I thought you meant.
This has listed up. I'm going to deviate septum.
I don't know if I want to take that bet.
I miss having Paul on the podcast. Fuck.
Oh,
God, I'm fucking
All right.
tearing him up.
So What are you gonna do, Paul? Are you coming or no? You can't commit. You got to talk to the wife and the kids and see.
I do got some
Okay, yeah.
commitments I got to make sure first, but I'd like to
Alright.
come if
Well,
I,
check with the
I'll let you know.
This is a once.
Check with the family and then come. if
I
you
got to
can.
check my work schedule and the family schedule.
The
I can let you know the next
weekend.
day
You
or
don't
two.
work on weekends, do you?
He's
I work
traveled
some
a lot
weekends,
for
yeah.
shows, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just got back from Calgary. He was out there judging.
I've been away every weekend for the last.
Paul's a fucking. He's a sought after judge now. He's been traveling quite a bit.
I'm a serious judge for it.
Well, I think part of it is because of your popularity from the podcast.
Definitely.
So you definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely helped a little bit.
I love it. He's so angry.
Oh, hey, did you see? Hey, did you see? I got the thing. Remember
looking at.
I was
I've been
going to
looking
ask
at
you that.
I've been looking at
Olympia?
that the whole fucking time. It's sweet.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's rodents, right?
this? No. So those diamonds in the 14 were his diamond studs. So
Okay.
they sent me his earrings, so I sent them to my jeweler.
Yeah.
They took all the diamond studs out,
Yeah.
and then this was my idea
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he always talked about how he wanted one. Because when he was in Toronto one year, when Phil was working the booth, he like called Sean over, and there was like a big crowd of people, and he was like, Phil's got the big O.
I didn't know that, but okay.
Phil's got a big Olympia O, and Phil was like, "You want one of these? Like maybe when I retire." So
Oh.
Sean was always like, "When I retire, I'm gonna make one of those O's around
That's
my
cool.
neck." So I made
It's
it.
really, really classy.
That's cool. Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
classy of Phil.
I'll read back to it.
Anyway, so no, that's really nice.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. I've been looking at it the whole time. Actually, I was
Yeah.
wondering, I'm like, why does
I had
he
a
have-
shirt on today, so I said, "You know what? I'll wear it."
So when did you finally get it finished? When was it? When did it get done?
The lady brought it to me at the Neuro Pro. I just got it.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Where did Paul go?
Can he detach his headphones? Look how he gets up. He leaves the worst like background, like just fucking fat leather fucking stamp on his camera.
Did you guys ever feel like giving up?
Yeah, I think everybody does at some points. I think feeling like giving up and giving up are two different things. I think everybody's gonna have that feeling of this, fuck this at some point.
That's a really good point. What you just said. I've never thought of it that way. You're right. I feel like giving up all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I feel like giving up everything all the time.
me too. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
You ever
But
wonder?
I never do.
You ever wonder, like, I mean, I could be totally wrong and probably have maybe a skewed perception of other people, but sometimes I look at other people and I think that life must be so easy. Probably not as rewarding, or maybe not as rewarding, but I look at their life and I'm like, that life must be so easy. That person wakes up, they go to a job, they do that job, the job ends, they punch out, they go home, and then that's it. They don't have to think
Yep.
about it anymore.
They get their weekends off. They
Yeah,
get
yeah.
their evenings off.
That
Yep.
evenings
Fuck
off.
it.
Yeah, that's gone. Like, that's it. They don't think about it anymore. And I'm always
We're
like,
on 24/7.
and I'm always a little bit jealous. And I'm like, life is a constant struggle for me, because I'm like struggling to be a better bodybuilder, or struggling to be a better business person, struggling to be a better podcast, struggling. It's like you're always working at this fucking thing and you can never just turn it off and go away.
I do think that's a generalization because I'm sure they're feeling the same way.
That's what I'm asking. Like, I wonder, do they?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, look, I have, like, my nephew works at Chrysler, right? He goes to work in a factory. The day ends. He gets in his car, fucking goes home. Does he love his job? I'm not saying he loves his job, but does he get to
He's
turn
not thinking
off?
about it for the rest
Yeah,
of the
he
night.
can turn off until like the next shift is what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Maybe, or maybe he's going home and be like, fuck, man, this sucks. I need to change something. This is depressing as shit.
No.
That's even worse.
That part I agree with. I didn't say it's more rewarding. What I'm saying. So Paul, just so you know what we're talking about, what I was trying to ask is, sometimes the question was, I forget what the question was. Doesn't matter. The point.
Do you
You gotta
feel like
feel
giving
like
up?
giving up.
Oh, do you ever feel like giving up? So what I brought up was, sometimes I wonder, a guy said that giving up is different than feeling like you want to give up. And I said, it's a really good point, because sometimes I feel like I want to give up everything, because I look at people with like normal jobs and I think to myself, they don't have to think about those normal jobs outside of the job. Like, it goes off.
They have no direct attachment to it.
Yeah, like
besides
they
the
punch
Like me.
in. Like, for example, like you go to the border.
me.
Like yeah, like
I got a
you
regular
work,
job.
you work at the border, right?
Yeah.
You go there, you punch in, you do your
Yeah.
job, you punch out, you go home.
Yep.
You don't think about it at home. You don't think about it on your days off. You just think about it when you're there. I'm envious of that sometimes, because when you're bodybuilding and it's your job, it's all fucking day long. You're always trying to get better. You're always trying to compete and get better and win. And same thing in business, same thing in I always want my podcast to be better. Like, so there's never a time where you just like can turn it off and fuck off.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's with a job, you have like that safety of, you're going to make X amount of money, every 2 weeks, whatever, provides safety and security for you, but it's not fulfilling for most people. But I think there's different type of people. Some people put a lot of like their career becomes sort of their identity in some cases, and that's what they're passionate about, is their career. Where other people like myself, I'm not so much passionate about my career. I like the safety and security of it, but I want to do other things still for my passion. My job isn't my passion.
Sure. No, I understand that. I just wonder to myself, is it
your job is your paycheck?
Yeah.
I can make your to do more with your passion with.
Yep. Yeah.
I guess what it boils down to in my head, and which could be totally wrong, if you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like
you're wrong.
Well, Guy's gonna say that for sure. No, what I was gonna say is, the more you struggle, the more reward.
Yeah.
So the 9 to 5 guy might have it safer, but the reward's not as big.
Yep.
Unless you're talking about like I don't know, if you're the kind of person that works a 9 to 5 and you take your job home and it's that serious for you and you're working on it all the time, that's different. You're probably also getting reward. I'm talking about strictly the people that like punch in, punch out. They don't think about work outside of work.
Yeah.
Retail and
it's a depressing life.
I wonder if that life is happier because they don't have to think and don't have to hustle.
So it's pretty much between a business owner and a non-business owner. I mean, it's more
basically between a person who's got to struggle to make
Self-employed.
money. Listen, it's like this. You either have to struggle and hustle to keep growing as a business or whatever it is you're doing, or you're a little bit more stagnant, but the reward's not as great, but you don't have to hustle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Like Paul, you don't have to hustle at the border. You're going there. You have job security. You just go in, you leave. That's your check.
Yep.
But if you want to become a better judge, or you want to become a better promoter of shows, you got to hustle and learn to get better sponsorships and learn to get better theaters or learn to judge more shows. And it's a constant like challenge, right?
Yeah. I know for me, maybe it's because I had a background in bodybuilding, but like just going to work every day, then coming home to the wife and kids. I mean, that's a great life for sure, but I need something more for me.
Yeah.
To keep me balanced and happy.
Yeah. So it's far off the question, but I think what I was trying to get at was the constant hustle or constant grind of trying to get better sometimes makes you want to quit. But like Guy said, it doesn't mean you're supposed to quit or you're going to quit. It's
probably way more pressure. That's for sure.
No, I've wanted to throw in the towels on a lot of things, a lot of times.
Yeah.
But I think there's the people that give up. Like every time I get that's happened to me, I get that, like, you have to have like that mental pep talk with yourself
all the time,
and that talks you like that. I have, all right, stop. Like, this is what it is. Fucking figure it out. Like, you got to fucking do this or this, and that's not going to go right if you stop now. And then it happens and you're like, all right. And you get out of your own way and you keep moving forward.
You know why I think that happens? I think when you're talking about growth, in any industry, whether it's bodybuilding or business or whatever you're trying to grow, if you're trying to hustle and do something on your own, there's so many ups and downs. That's why you have days where you feel like quitting.
Yeah.
Like some days it's like, if you take bodybuilding, for example, some days your lifts might not be as great as the week before. So you're like, fuck, why am I doing this? I'm not as strong as I was, or I don't look as big as I'd looked, or maybe it's harder to lose the weight than it was the last show. So you always have like, it's like that chart. You ever see that chart of like progress where it's like goes like this, but it's not a straight line. It's like it goes like this and slowly kind of goes up, but there's a whole bunch of dips.
It's almost like, here, perfect example. You know how many times at shows when I've gotten second, or like times at the Olympia where I thought they didn't give me what I thought I deserved, I would be like, you know how many times Flex had to be like, I'd walk out like, I'm fucking done. I've had it. I'm done. I am done. I must have said I'm done after a show.
Yeah.
And it wasn't after every show, but there are shows that, like, you probably know there's some shows where like, I know I fucking nailed my mark.
Yeah.
And I know the other guy didn't.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why it didn't go that way.
Yeah.
So there were just times like, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm done, like, clearly, like, and I would go on my own fucking rant, have the night of just pity me. Wake up the next day and I'd be on the fucking Stairmaster. Like, all right, I'm going ready
Back
for
to
the
work.
next one.
Back
Yeah.
to work.
Like that, Fouad. Remember that what Dennis said something to you once about that was hilarious.
Yeah.
He's
But
like,
is
you
that
retired.
not true though? That's a perfect example in my eyes.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would retire like 6 times before a show, like leading
What
up to the show. I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Fuck it.
What did he say to you one time, Fouad? It was hilarious.
I don't remember.
You said something when he was like, "Oh, you retired again, eh?" For something like that. I forget what it was.
I don't remember, but yeah, no, that's but I think it's the highs and lows that get hard when you're trying to grow something on your own.
I had that mental.
Go ahead, sorry,
Sorry.
man. No, go ahead.
I had that mental battle of being a coach and a bodybuilder because
Yeah.
when I started out, I was an average bodybuilder, but I was coaching people that I was bigger than and better than.
Yeah.
And then as I've got better at coaching and like
The
now I'm
bodybuilders
like
got better.
I'm coaching people and I'm like, God, I can't do anything they're doing now. Fuck. And there's that realization that like, you know, when you compare, because when you're still in it, you're comparing yourself constantly. And I'm like, God damn, I can't like these
Do you
guys.
ever,
I don't look.
do you ever wake
I
up
don't
and
respond like.
but do you ever wake up and want to quit? Do you ever feel like you want to quit?
Yeah, I can't like. And I think more so recently, given everything, it's.
I don't mean bodybuilding. I mean coaching. Do you ever feel like you're like, I
Yes.
don't want to do this?
Yeah. To this, what I told you the other day, because I don't have a 9 to 5, and I had to take myself out of pursuing being a bodybuilder. To an extent, like obviously there's certain fundamentals that are ingrained in me, but I can't push to be the best I can be. So there's times and days that I have where I'm then sitting going through diets and coaching people, and I'm like, I kind of, because I can't do it, made it a little like numb for me, and because I was like a little resentful of the fact I couldn't do it anymore, it made it more like I was trying. I'm getting over it now. Like that was initially, you know, there was that Patrick called me a spoiled brat. And I was being like, I was being a spoiled brat about it. I'm like, oh, I can't fucking do it, so therefore, what's the fucking point in this bollocks? And I'd rant to Denise and get frustrated, and because I'm not fucking perfect and I'm emotional, and I love, I love bodybuilding, and I can't do it. So not the way I want to do it. So.
The part that you love is obviously the working out, but the competition. There's other things competitively you can do that have to do with working out that aren't necessarily stepping on stage.
But that's why I said about getting on the bike, because I can't be competitive with what I conceive as bodybuilding and what I enjoy about the bodybuilding pursuit. So that's why I said I have to progress at, say, the bike, and I have to get fitter, and I have to get like, so now I'm doing time trials on the bike to get that faster and better, because I have to improve somewhere. I have to do something.
I'm gonna start fucking taking a picture of my run every morning and show you guys my time, so it's better than Fouad's.
You're not gonna run. You're too fucking lazy.
Hold on a second.
Okay, the guy cuts his grass.
Hold on a second.
This guy cuts his
if
grass.
there's one
so I think he's
motherfucker,
not
hold
lazy.
on. If there's one motherfucker on this podcast that is not lazy, it is bar none me.
Why? Because you cut your grass?
Bro, I stop all day. You kidding me? I am the motherfucker there is.
I run fucking two businesses and I work out twice a day. What are you fucking doing?
Ben, would you? Am I not the unlaziest motherfucker you've ever met?
Because you cut grass.
I hate agreeing with Guy. I hate agreeing with Guy just because I like to give him shit. Yeah, like you can't. I wouldn't ever dream of calling Guy lazy.
Lazy.
I'm not saying you are. Wait, that's not saying. That's not.
Wait, compared to fucking who? Compared to who?
Compared to me.
Are you serious? Oh, you know what? He just wants to get me wound up, because there's no fucking way that I'm lazy. There's no way.
He succeeded.
My fucking brain's about to snap. There's no way. I'm like, no way.
I do more than you in a day. I'm sorry.
What? Between, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good. Okay, record. Hey, send another link. Okay, I got another podcast guy. I can't pick up my phone. I know you called me twice. I'll call you in 3 days.
I called him back twice, Paul. He didn't answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, guy's busy.
Well, fucking full of shit.
Busy cutting his grass.
Yeah, gardening.
You guys enjoy those anthrax tomatoes when I give them to you when you're at my house.
I'm not eating shit that you grew. I'm not eating anything. If you give me a water, it better be fucking sealed. I'm not fucking. All right, come on. Let's do one more.
No, we'll do a couple. We got 10 minutes.
how bad is insulin for your body during an off season or during peak week?
If
I
you
think
couldn't
that's-
just add it in.
I think that's kind of structured wrong. I don't think. I mean, Ben can talk about this more than I can. Go ahead, Ben.
Everything is a tool. You can either use it very well, you can fucking abuse it. That's such a vague. How bad is it?
That's why I was saying.
If, if you abuse it, it's really fucking bad. If you don't abuse it, it's really fucking usable. If you don't use it, it's also very good. So
You want to know when I use it now? When like last
you
night?
still use insulin?
No, when I have when I have a meal like I had last night,
Yeah.
I'll take a little insulin with that meal.
Why?
what?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait. So you didn't eat all day?
No,
So-
I didn't eat all. I didn't eat all. I didn't eat
Oh,
for.
you're gonna get roasted for this guy.
No, I didn't eat.
Sure, you
no,
don't want to backtrack it?
Listen,
I'll let you backtrack it.
No, I didn't eat all day.
Bail.
All day. Then at 7:30, I had fish, rice, vegetables.
And
Then at then at 11 o'clock,
Then I use insulin.
I had pizza, ice cream. I had a little insulin. I had my
why?
my
What's
other
the
GDA,
fucking point?
and then I have a shake before I go to bed.
You have what?
That's how I do all my cheat meals. I
You're
always
such
do
a
that.
fucking meathead. It does. Why?
Just to fucking
To
help.
drive it
bro.
into the muscle cell.
Yeah, man.
That's
if
like
I'm
Paul.
eating
That's
all
like
the-
Paul.
My metformin. I do the same thing with
Can I
Can I
metformin,
tell you
guys.
something?
I
Can
get
I
it.
tell you something? This is what Paul's. You sound like Paul when he eats fiber. Paul eats a big ass cheat meal and then drinks a fiber shake. And he's like, I just shit it out the next day.
You missed
fine.
a step,
Paul,
Fouad.
that
I take
doesn't work like
metformin.
that.
Yeah,
I take
no,
metformin
see,
first.
Doesn't
No,
work like
all
that,
I do,
Paul.
all I do is have a big cheat meal and then I take 100 micrograms of T3 and it's the
And it's gone.
balances
It's
it
just
back
like,
out.
all I do is eat a big cheat meal and then go to sleep. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
That's why you're fat. You're
Oh,
not taking
I don't go
any
to
insulin
sleep
with
right
it.
after
better
that.
than
I don't know. I'm up. I don't go to bed until 2 a.m.
I'm just saying, there's no point in taking the insulin. It's a complete fucking waste.
You know, my doctor
Body-
told me once.
No, I
Body-
forgot who.
I know
I
what
forgot
you're
one
gonna
of
say. Paul, you're
Okay.
such a junkie.
I'm just telling you, my I
How do
don't
you like
take
drugs
insulin.
so
I never
much?
have. I've never taken insulin. I did
know
it
what
once
you're
for a
about to
carb.
say. I know what you're. My doctor told me that when you take insulin, it helps your body. So
No,
you should-
well, I mean, it does help your body absorb the nutrients, I'm sure. But he told me ideally, if everyone took it like with their high carb meals, but did it properly and monitored themselves, it probably has all benefits.
why can't your body assimilate the carbs itself if you're not like? I don't understand.
Well, maybe if you're eating too much carb, I don't know. But that's what he told me before. He's
But
like,
if
that
you're
way
eating
you're
too much carbs, and that's the problem. I'm saying like,
Well, yeah, if you're eating too much
Well,
carbs,
that,
but
when I eat that meal, the point is to eat more than I ever usually eat.
I know, but if you're
That's the
not eating
point.
a lot anyway, and then you eat a lot, doesn't your body like uptake?
No,
it?
because I'm getting 3 meals in that fucking from 7:30 till I went to bed. I got 3 meals in. So that's actually a short period to get all that food in. And I want to utilize the nutrients, and it does. It helps. It does. I'm not like this morning. I woke up. When I do that, I'm not bloated. I don't feel like shit. But if I take them like throughout the day and spread it out, then I'll feel like shit.
Guy, that's 3 meals in 8 hours. That's not a lot of time to put a lot of food in. That's not a
17.
short window. 7 till 2.
7 hours. 6.5 actually.
7. Okay. All right. 7.5 hours. It's not, or 7 hours. It's not.
I mean, fish,
short.
rice, veggies, 6 pieces of pizza, Ben and Jerry's, and whatever other crap I had in that, and then a shake, 2 pieces of bread, berries, and that's it.
I'm gonna start
That's
taking insulin with my
not-
cheat meals.
Huh?
I'm gonna start taking insulin with my cheat meals.
metformin.
I forgot who the fuck told me to do. What,
I'm gonna get huge,
I'm gonna
Ben.
do that.
I'm gonna get
Huh?
leaner. I'm gonna get shredded.
I can't deal with this.
Wait, hold on. Did I say
I'm
I did it?
joking.
Hold on. Time
I
out.
know.
Hold
I can't
on.
deal with this.
Hold on. Did I say I did it and there was a direct correlation as to why? Did I say I do it and I'm going to
saying
get
that.
leaner?
I didn't say.
I
you
didn't say
did.
that.
I'm saying that's what I took from what you said.
Oh, no, but I didn't say that.
I know, but that's what I took from what you said.
No, it just helps get the nutrients. Because honestly, my body wouldn't absorb all that because my eating habits, I don't eat a lot to begin with. So if I ate all that, it would just
Nobody's
sit in me.
body is gonna absorb a large pizza.
No,
Ben
I
and
know,
Jerry's
but I'm saying
And
you know what I'm trying to say.
no, I don't.
I usually don't eat a lot of food to begin with. Regardless of what I ate comparatively to what somebody else would eat, me normally, I usually eat small portions, 6 ounces of protein, sometimes 5, cup of rice, and a little bit of veggies. Like that's as big as I
Ben's
I
gonna
get.
explode.
My
Let's let
meal.
him say something.
What?
Ben's gonna pop. Just let him.
Oh, go ahead, Ben. I'm done talking.
If you're listening to this, do not fucking do it.
I didn't say to do it.
No, I'm not. I'm telling everyone else because they're like, oh, a guy did it. You know, these motherfuckers are going to be like, guy did it. All right, he ate 2 pizzas. I'm going to take insulin. Fuck no. Fuck, stop it.
No,
Don't
you
do
shouldn't.
it.
If
Let
you don't
guy
know-
do
yeah,
it. The guy,
yeah.
guy's great.
You
Guy
guys shouldn't do
it.
that.
Do not fucking do it.
No,
Please.
hold on. Did I say to do it? I said, this is what I do.
No, but it doesn't matter. That can, like, there's people watching it that.
No, it's okay.
gonna
He should be
take
honest.
that.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
No, I'm not. I know, and I'm being
Yeah.
honest with them. Don't fucking do it.
No, I wouldn't do it. You shouldn't take insulin just because.
No, it's good that I think it's good that we're honest with what we take, but we should always preface it with
Look, I've done.
don't do
it.
what we do always.
I've done.
No.
I've done
Yeah.
stupid fucking shit with insulin.
You know
I've
what's
done
funny?
really dumb shit.
I don't know.
with insulin.
I don't know which coach you got that from, Guy, but
I can't remember.
it doesn't matter. I've had coaches say that to me too, but I think it was different because I was eating so much food. So it was almost like more of an assistance because I'm already like taking in so many
So,
carbs.
let me ask a better question.
I feel
Ben,
like
this-
I feel
hold
like
on,
when
let me
you're
ask
eating,
something.
I feel like when you're eating so little, you don't need the extra insulin to process that.
You're already lean.
Wait, hold on,
You haven't
hold
eaten
on.
all
Wait,
day.
Ben, hear me out.
Your
Ben, hear me out.
insulin's-
Why? Hold on. To answer this, then I've done it without the insulin, and it's not a. It's a couple I use. It's not a lot.
No, of course.
When I don't do it, I wake up bloated, gassy, feeling like shit. When I do the insulin, I wake up and I take my normal fiber stuff before I go to
Yeah,
bed, and I
okay,
don't
okay.
feel like I don't feel lethargic
yeah.
and gross.
Because-
and fucking, so that go ahead.
Because the exogenous insulin you're adding in is going to pull down your blood sugar a little bit quicker, so you're not going to get that. The blood glucose isn't going to stay high for an extended period of time, which obviously is going to be a bad thing, right? But that's like saying I'm going to have a cheat meal and then I'm going to take a Lasix the night before because if then I don't wake up like watery.
No,
and
because I'm
bloated
not
the next
trying
morning.
to. No, because taking a Lasix would be saying you're trying to eat shitty food and then lose all this weight. That's not what I was trying to do. That's not what I'm saying. I don't do it to get leaner or bigger. I do
Oh,
it because
so-
I literally feel the physical difference in my body when I do it.
He's
You
just saying
digest
he
it
feels
better?
like he processes it better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100% I do.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but you would have, again, and not to be a stick in the mud, you would have processed another fish and rice meal better than the 2 pieces.
Oh,
the
so you're
2
saying
pieces
like
of
don't eat it. in the
Oh,
first place.
listen,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not disagreeing. I'm saying I'm not. I would.
I
not
also
do
wouldn't.
that at all.
I also wouldn't. I also so if ever I'm working with somebody or I'm working myself, when insulin is in play and I'm using it, it is away from high fat foods.
Fats. I know. Oh, I know. I know.
Like now, that's where I'm
You're
like
supposed to
so-
keep it low fats. I know. I know.
So,
I know.
so
all.
for instance, like this is something that I'm doing with one of my guys, or potentially is insulin will be on their training days and their foods are very regimented. On
Yep.
all of their rest days, their food is high still, but there's no insulin and there's a cheat meal.
There's
Yeah.
more fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want the
Insulin
I
doesn't
want
work great
digest-
with fats.
I want
Right.
digestion and everything to be perfect on the training day so that we're able to
Yeah.
get everything through, and then with the insulin, and then on the rest day I actually have fewer meals, but they're more calorie dense
Yeah, with none.
without the insulin because I don't want the high
You added
like
fats on those
triglycerides and the
Yeah.
fats. Yeah, because what insulin is going to do is it shuttles everything. It will take
Everything
everything
is the
with it.
problem, and you're shoveling
Yeah.
all the lipids into your blood as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So don't do it anymore, Guy. Okay.
Oh, here's the thing. Guy would have been plenty insulin sensitive to handle that meal and dispose of it. And probably Blackstone Labs should have a better GDN and you could just use that.
He wouldn't be as full.
Oh, I take I take the GDA with it every time, like with the insulin.
For honestly, for most people, that should be enough. If you have a cheat meal, especially if
Yeah.
in your exact situation where you hadn't eaten and you've been
I
working
just
all day,
I don't know. I just when
your
I
body
do it,
would have
I don't like how I feel the next day.
No, I don't like. I
Dinner.
hate how I feel after pizza, so I don't eat pizza. like,
I love how I feel after pizza. My fucking
no, no,
No, but I don't like how I feel
right
if I just
after-
eat- like you know what? Chris would always have us do insulin with our cheat meals too.
You guys are gonna fucking laugh your fucking ass off at what I'm about to say. The benchmarks I set the next day after eating a pizza are better.
Always biased.
Yeah.
Like for your weight.
My running, no, when I'm running.
Oh.
I run further the day after I eat pizza.
Oh, you kind of overcompensate.
I don't know.
Wait, are you still doing a week?
Well, but-
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Try a little
wait.
insulin this week.
No, do you know what that tells? Do you know what that tells me? Do you know what that tells me?
I'm not eating
And
enough.
it's just, I get that your diet in between those cheat meals is not adequate.
Yeah, I know that. I could already tell you that. I'm not.
Yeah,
eating
you're not eating enough yet. Yeah, you know that.
But that's what. But a lot of people won't put that two and two together. They'll be like,
Yeah.
every time I eat pizza,
It makes me feel good.
I eat pizza every day. I'm like,
No, I know.
There's going to be church, pizza, and cardio.
No, I know it's not the pizza. I know it's because I'm getting a ton.
no,
of
I know
calories.
you know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
like, for
yeah.
people watching, they're, I'm gonna eat. No, shut up.
They're like, Fouad said to eat pizza, and I'll run further.
Yeah, performance
So
enhancing.
Ben, what you're initially saying is what I'm doing for the way I process it makes sense, but there's no benefit to it at all, minus that.
I completely look. I've done dumb shit with Insulin because I'm like, oh, I can manipulate how it works so that I can, I've done it. Like I've taken insulin when I'm not being hungry and I'm just supposed to eat, and I waited with my meal in front of me, and I waited till I went hypo just so I could shove it down quicker.
Huh.
Right?
That's crazy.
That's terrible. It works, but it's a bad practice, right?
Yeah.
Ben, so this is a funny story, and PJ actually talked about this once.
He's cutting out.
When PJ Braun?
No, Ben's cutting.
Ben, frozen.
He's
I'm
gonna
back. Sorry.
There you go.
You're back. You're back now. Go
Ben,
ahead.
what I was saying is, I had a PJ Braun when I first met him. I was living up in Connecticut, and the first time I used insulin back, you're talking. This was like when I first tried it years ago. They told me to do like it was 10 IUs or something. It was 10 IUs. So I was so like premature to using shit. I had no idea what I was doing. So I was measuring it like I was like it was growth. So for a week straight, I was taking a full fucking 100 on the insulin syringe. And every day I was fucking like at work, sweating,
falling asleep.
I had the little bear honey, squeezing honey in my, and I'm like, and then PJ saw me like a week later. He's like, bro, you're only doing 30 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, I got big, bro. I was like, he's like, are you doing that right? The 10 I use, and he's like, yeah.
You get into a pen in like 2 days.
He goes, I'm going to come over today and watch how you do it. And I said, okay. So he came over and he goes, you're joking, right? When I like did it. And I'm like, no, this is what you said. This is what the guy's named John. I go, this is what John said to do. He goes, bro, you're drawing it. He goes, that's a full.
You're taking 10 times the amount.
You were taking 100
for a week. Yeah, I
did that once.
Wait, so you literally take a pen is normally what 300. Right? So you're getting through a pen in 3 days.
I was but I had a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did that my first time. I did insulin just once. I tried it in off season.
Bro, I was crashing
the same thing.
so fucking bad. And I couldn't figure out. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like every day it was not getting easier. I had the glucose tabs from CVS in my fucking in my desk drawer.
It's fucking lucky you had all that on standby.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that would have been. I know a lot of people that take insulin and then they'll drive for like an hour or something. Like, do not fucking.
But you know what? You know how long, Ben, it took me. You know how many times I'd be like, it would start to hit me, and I'd start eating my meal, and then I would have to like eat so much sugar and jelly and like just to get back to like fucking real life.
Well, again, so this is so fucking stupid, and I probably shouldn't.
No, this is scum. Do not do that.
I have tested how much carbs it took me based on what I tested how long it took me to go hypo in certain situations with certain dosages, and then I added in carbs in small amounts and to see how little carbs it took me to get out, the minimum amount of carbs it took me to get out, and then I timed it and wrote it all down. I measured, so like I knew that if I took say like 5 IU and then allow myself to go hypo, 25 grams of carbs would pull me out. 50 would pull me out a little bit quicker, but 25, if I like wrote it out, would pull me out. It's less, but the hypo that I felt, I could have eaten 225 grams of carbs, right?
Did you guys want to?
And it still would have pulled me out, but I would find the minimum dose to pull me out of the hypo. It's not clever. It's not clever, but I was trying to figure the timing out.
You guys want?
What do you want to pull up?
If you guys want to see an eating spectacle, make me go hypo and see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Wait, what?
When I go hypo, You've never seen anybody eat so much in your life. I get
Absolutely.
Dude, when everyone
Oh,
goes,
I'm gonna
hypo,
give you
No,
a
no.
shot at my door.
Ben, it's scary. Like
Okay, wait. You saw
I'm
me eat-
literally eating scared. I'm like, like just and anything
Look.
and everything.
You
Really?
saw me eat when
Oh, yeah.
Fouad, you saw me eat when Justin and you were here, and I just kept going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you add insulin and hypo, I'd have crushed that 10 times over.
Yeah. We're in the same boat. We're in the
Remember
same
that?
boat. I'm
It's-
like,
yeah.
I get so anxious about it. I'm like,
Oh, I don't get anxious. It just allows me to put.
I
I
get
know I
scared.
don't need that much.
I get scared. I'm like, fuck. I'm literally eating scared.
Yeah, but you know, right? So you heard the story I just told, right?
Yeah. I know it
Testicles.
doesn't take that much.
That
but yeah.
no, but I'm saying that made me less anxious when it happens. I'm
Yeah.
calm about it. I'm like, okay, I'll just grab this, I'll just grab that.
Yeah.
But if you say to me, barely can,
That
I will
better.
load up insulin. I'll load insulin and just go fucking nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it will make you an animal, and you won't be full up after. You'll be like, I'm good. I
I
can
know.
still eat.
But I do pass out. Once
And
I'm
you have
like,
the best nap. You have the best nap ever. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
so much food and crashing.
what are
Here,
you
I'm
showing
gonna
us,
see if
guy?
this. I'm gonna see if this connection can hold.
We can see your garden.
He's going to show us where we're doing the head-to-head, and I'm going to beat his ass.
Down there.
That deer.
What are those fake deers?
No,
Fake.
Yeah, they're
deers.
my targets.
What are you showing?
See,
us?
see, see the
Zucchini?
fence ball?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's what I had, but I didn't have a fence
No,
around it.
it's not what you had.
I did. I did, but I didn't have a fence around it though.
Here, look.
Yours look nothing like that.
Here, look. Beets. Yeah, beets right here. And you got tomatoes in the crates, and then behind there is red lettuce.
Wow, that's nice. What are you laughing
And you
about?
You
got
actually-
more
Guy,
escarole.
do you actually eat this? Did you actually eat this much vegetables too?
Yeah, basil.
Oh, you got some herbs too, eh?
For
Uh,
the sauce.
no,
For the
Where's the-
sauce.
I'm sorry, parsley basil.
Where's the other
And then this
plants?
is all zucchini.
Oh, nice.
Look. And then
Where's-
over here.
Did you pay somebody to do all that?
No, I do this myself, you idiot.
Oh,
Then this is romaine lettuce, more tomatoes. That's a blackberry plant right there.
Oh, yeah.
And these are all my pickles. And I
Why
made
don't you
like
just
these
go to the
little, like,
grocery store?
Is it a lot of upkeep?
why don't you? What do
Yeah,
you
I'm
think,
in here-
Paul?
I'm in here
Look at
every
this
day.
fucking look at that place. Well, you think that's a lot? Think that's not a lot of maintenance?
Every day.
Yeah, but I'm jealous. I wish I had a setup like that.
Why? You know how much work that is?
I
A
find
lot.
it relaxing. I like gardening.
You
We're
never
gonna do head
it.
to
How
head
do you
right
know?
here.
Pardon?
How do you know it's relaxing? You've never done it.
I grew wheat, Fouad.
Look,
Grow weed.
head to head right here.
It's a lot of work.
No, it's not.
Right there.
It's some work. What's that?
We're going head to head.
You're
Oh,
gonna get
okay,
killed.
okay.
I'm gonna throw you into that tree.
I'm gonna fucking make you into a fucking taxidermy.
I'm gonna
fucking
put your
thing on
head
my
in that
wall.
deer's ass over
And I'm
there.
gonna put you right on my fucking
I'm
chimney.
gonna take your head and I'm gonna shove it up that deer's ass.
I'm gonna take that antler and ram it up your fucking schnoz.
You got a nice place, guy. You got a lot of property, huh?
Huh?
You got a lot of
I'm gonna
property.
show you guys how to fucking mow when you're here.
I don't want to learn how to mow.
I got a guy.
Can we not?
I got a guy. I got a guy. I got a guy. I got a guy. That was the most Italian American thing. Hey, I got a guy.
All right, let's go. Paul, are we gonna train today?
Yeah, after 4 o'clock, good for you?
Yeah, I got to be there at 4:30.
You got to be at the gym at 4:30?
Yeah, we can take separate cars though. I got to shoot some video too.
Okay, I should be able to make 4:30 though.
All right. Anything else, boys?
No, I don't think so.
Let me see that again.
No,
Let me see that.
my little arms.
Your arms still look pretty good, guy. I'm jealous.
I look like shit.
My,
Fucking make fun.
my
your
arms
arms
have
look good.
disappeared. My arms are like the first. My arms disappeared.
I know, isn't that?
Why did you
suck, Ben?
shave your head
Yeah.
too, Ben? Is it like a midlife crisis? It's like the rest of
No,
us?
I had hair transplant.
You did?
You did?
Yeah, there.
Ben's gonna
Oh,
have
no
full
way.
hair.
That so they
Oh.
take it
I,
from the back. and put it back?
retired and I went, fuck you, I'm off steroids, put it back
How
in.
much
Time to
did
put my
that
hair
cost?
Good for you.
How much did that cost?
Yeah.
Shit more than I wanted it
Yeah.
to.
Probably 10, right?
12.
Did you get it done in Texas?
Yeah, Fort Worth.
I got a buddy
Still
got it done in
numb, I
Turkey.
Still can't feel a fucking
Was it
thing
like
here.
scabby for the first little bit?
Yeah, I showed Fouad. I sent him pictures.
Paul,
My
are you
buddy
trying
got
to-
it done.
are you
His
trying to
head
get
was
some
a
information
bloody
on your own?
fucking mess.
I'm still might get it done, Fouad. I'm still thinking about it.
You're never going to get it done. How much you want to bet?
I'll say this.
I'll bet
I'm
you
glad I got
you'll
it done.
I'm too old now. I don't need to get it done.
That's
You're
what.
right,
That's
you
why
got
I
it
said.
done what?
I'd look
I
stupid
said
if I
to-
all of a sudden.
I did say that because they said you might have to get it redone in like 8-10 years, and I was like, in
Really?
8-10 years, I'm just gonna get it. I'm just gonna get what it is now tattooed on there, like this, because it's this bit here. That's the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
bit. That's my scar from the motorbike crash. Look, that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Holy shit.
Dude, I had a
Yeah.
dream last night. Oh,
Yeah. That's what my
Dream.
that's what my head
Came back
my
to
head
me.
went through a windscreen.
Whew.
that I grew my hair back like recently and nothing came back. And I had a fucking just completely bald head and like just around the bottom of my head. I
Oh.
just
An
I
experiment.
just remembered it now.
Could you
Let's do an
grow it now?
experiment.
Huh?
Could you grow it in now if you wanted to?
Yeah, I can grow it in.
Let me see.
Let me see your head.
Let's see the back.
There's no way he can grow.
No, guy, you got the belt. You got the same thing as me back here. You can see it. I can see it right there. You got the same thing as me right there.
Well,
Also,
No, look down.
Okay, see right there. There's no hair
Ah,
growing
there's
there.
No way.
There's no hair growing
oh
there.
yeah, I can grow. Listen, you want to pull I want to grow back?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's see it again in 2 weeks. Let's see what it looks like.
No. If you see, you're gonna see when it's grown in.
Paul, no. He's got to grow it in from now until the Aries event.
Oh, that's what like.
First of all, I didn't lose a fucking thing, so you can all fucking.
You just
blow.
said you could grow
I
it
don't
in.
know.
Now you're taking it back.
Yeah, but you're
Once you
gonna
shave it,
but
guy.
If I grow it in, it's gonna be on my motherfucking terms. I'm not putting
Well,
fucking.
you can't
expiration
just
dates
talk
on it.
shit. You said you can grow it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you got to put up. Once you shave
It
it,
ain't that
it'll come back.
bad.
Oh
No,
my
right
God,
there, I
it's
can
so
see
bald.
it. I can see it. No, you're like
Exactly.
Mickey. I was
You
Oh,
know
looking
my
what
at
I
head's
you.
do?
red.
Definitely
It's
bald.
the back here. Yeah, right
Look.
there. See, there's no follicles there anymore.
What do you mean? Listen,
Look at
No, I don't think there's anything there, guy. I love you, but I don't think you're gonna grow it anymore.
look at you. I might have a heart attack.
He's done. Fred's gone. Fred's gone. That's it. It's game over.
I was in the same stage that you're in for a long time. Now I know.
Paul's so certain. He's like, no.
Oh, he's not.
You're
I
a
can tell.
doctor, Paul.
I can tell.
Like, nope, you gotta go see somebody else. Go see somebody else. I won't be able to pull this procedure off.
I don't think so, at least.
All right.
God, Paul.
Let's see. We'll see.
Okay. I love you, boys. I needed this today. All right. I'll
Call you in a little bit, Fouad.
call me a little bit, Paul. Let's get
Yep.
we'll get together next week.
Yep.
Okay,
See you
boys.
guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.
All right. Stay back, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.